Call the meeting to order to second place. To the flag.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Meeting being recorded just for purpose of taking minutes.
We need to approve minutes from the regular meeting in December, and then we can do the one for the special meeting to approve the financial report. Anybody got any questions on the 12/15 regular meeting minutes?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve, second.
Second.
Ryan, second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Same sign. Opposed? Minutes for the 1/6 of 2026 special meeting to approve the financial annual report.
I have a question on that. Going back through some different things, the financial fiscal year is what dates?
The fiscal year,
Yes,
12/1 to 11/30.
okay. And some of the things I seen was after that date on that report.
Can you show me what you're talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so in December, you made a, on the 15th, we made a deposit back to the gun bash. So that changed that record on.
We've never put any money back into the gun bash.
Okay, so the deposit from the gun fest, no, I'll take that back. I will, no, it's to the gun bash for, right here. December 15th, journal entry, we put back into the gun bash checking.
It just moved from, it was a reclass from the gun fest. When we closed off the gun fest, there was, what, is it $200 and some dollars? Is that how much it is?
20803.
Yeah, so it was just a reclass.
Okay.
Any other questions? Motion to approve? Motion by Kenny, second by Al.
Second.
Second by Brian. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Treasurer's report.
Okay, so on page 3, I think it is, you said in 2009 that we had listed land on our financial statements? So,
In the tax return, that's how far back as it goes. So it was carried forward from 2009.
so that's the 990,
Yes, correct.
okay, alright.
But since land doesn't depreciate anyway, it's just a prior period adjustment. There's no correction on depreciation or anything because you can't depreciate land anyway, so.
Right, so then, who prepared those in 2024? Who did our 990s?
In 2024,
Yeah.
I did in 2024.
Any other questions?
I have one. Office, on page 4-6, office water, it says it's $854.12 for the month of January. And it
What,
says we paid on 1/31, $854.12.
what page are you looking
It
at?
says 4-6. Statement and active detail of the access item. I mean, it says on office water, we paid on 1/6, we paid $401 for the office. Now we're paying $854 for the office.
All 3 or 4 different accounts.
I mean, even the Coliseum water.
So,
The Coliseum shut
if you
off.
look, that's a running total down the side.
Okay.
So
Alright.
that, like, those numbers keep like
Adding up.
adding up,
Okay. Alright.
yeah.
So what is the water bill for? What is the water bill for that month?
It's normally about 80, actually just paid them. It's like, yeah, 87.50.
Okay.
Well, we pay the minimum for the Coliseum and the Midway,
And that's 87.56.
52, but multi-purpose, we pay 138.84.
There you go.
I was gonna tell you the same thing.
Live is a difference between, I don't know.
So those larger numbers are in the total.
Right. Well, I think that what we're paying should be in that line, not the running total.
Yes.
That's my opinion. So, I mean, you know, a
I can
running
fix
total
that.
there pretty much looks like we have a water leak.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree, yes.
So that should be what, it says it's a check and we paid it, it should say the dollar amount we paid. And our trash must have went up first year.
No, it's still the same. What you told me.
That's 198, is that what, I thought it was 180.
No, I think it's 198.
Okay, well, that's fine, alright. Well, that's only,
Chelsea, does the building payments come from the interest and the principal payments on the building come out of the gun bash? Is that
Yeah,
as a
so we
disbursement?
transferred it from Gun Bash into the general checking.
So that would be as a disbursement, like in our report from last year, where like the final
Yeah.
stuff, or
Mhm. So you'll see it come out of the Gun Bash into the general checking and then back out, so it just flows through.
and that was, we had a principal payment and 2 interest payments, right?
Correct.
So it was a total of like,
Yeah, cause that
90.
the first payment we made was only interest and it was like crazy high, but yeah, that's why the interest was so. Yeah.
Motion to approve the,
We got a motion to approve the treasurer's report, we have a second.
I second.
Joe, second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
I'm opposed, I still have a question on the amount of money here on that one. Can I ask her, can I clear that later or something with her, and then?
It's fine. Good.
Oh. Cause all this like kinda sparked like we're down to like 260 in our total for a gun bash. And last year we were at 400, like right at 399. And when I like go through like the receipts is money we brought in from the gun bash,
Correct,
and the disbursements are what goes out plus
correct.
plus even the interest payment. Well, let me just do it real quick up here, 'cause it's not, I just need clarification on my end or whatever. Oh, shit. So last year, we started with 399,973. And then we, money and receipts was 447, 458. And then we, disbursements, payouts, middle of 486, 143. And then our ending cash balance last year, which is real close to this, and I'm like, wow, we got down to 263. 869, and it does point out that we transferred to Gun Fest, 97,419. Right. Well, so what I'm getting at is I was confused because yeah, that all, when you took the positives and negatives and stuff, it does kind of come up to this value, but we made $92,000 as a gun bash.
Alright, but are you taking into what the gun bash, like what the gun bash gave the Ag Society? So on.
Well, that's what I'm trying to, yeah, we gave the Ag Society a total disbursements of, how much is it, 2 interest payments and a
Well,
principal?
no, the convention payment comes out of the gun bash, all that comes
Okay,
out
so
of
12 grand.
I'll look it up for you, it's more than.
Because I'm off by like
Hold on, let me
a
look
lot
it up
of
for
money.
sure. I know, okay.
Basically, because if you look at 400 and we're down to 263, you know, we lost 136, 104 on, like, that's accountable for, right? We lost that. But we're not taking into account, that's what shows on paper, but we also had a net gain of 92-ish for our gun bash, right? So that money was in the pot somewhere, and now it's not there anymore.
I'll pull up the cash flow.
So, I mean, it's like actual payout money or difference would have been 228. Unless I'm wrong or something, I mean, I hope I'm not, but.
Okay, give me just a second, bear with me.
Because to me, like, receipts are 447, right? That's what the gun bash brought in. If we made 92 on that, we should have been around the disbursements, you know, should have only been, if we just forget the interest payments and stuff like that. 92 minus 450, let's say, is down to 350. So we spent we spent a lot of money on things. You see what I'm getting at, or not?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna show you why. Okay, so you're saying from last fiscal year to this fiscal year?
Yeah, that fiscal year to where we're at now, roughly, we've lost, you know, or on the year end, we lost 136. Or, I wouldn't say lost, down in value.
Okay, so you're wanting this from,
But wouldn't your 136 be your transfer plus the difference between your receipts and
Well, it is, but you're not counting into the, that's what I'm saying. The
okay,
receipts
so wait, what's your
and
top, your top
distributions.
number's what? 12/1 of, what's the 399, what's the date of that? Your top number?
It was the beginning cash balance for 2025, like the beginning of
Okay,
last year,
so-
that's what we had.
Yeah, okay. Sorry guys, bear with me just a second. This is weird. Okay, so your net income is 36. All right. So for the year, in the gun bash, we lost $36,687.37.
Last year?
Yeah, for the fiscal year.
Sorry, can you say that one more time, Chelsea?
$36,687.37. We withdrew $97,418.63.
97,
418,
and what was that first number you gave us?
36,687.37.
Right, that's the 133,000, but what I'm getting at is, it's not, it doesn't add up. 'Cause if you-
That's how
if-
much the cash increase, that's the difference in cash though, 134,000.
So you're saying, if I take this 97 off of here, right, it's down to 386.
Okay, so you take your beginning number,
I'm taking the distributions, I'm taking, yeah, that's where I got this. If you take your distributions minus, I'm assuming that's the interest and principal payments?
yeah, no. The 97 withdrawal would be the Gun Fest.
Okay, where's the principal and interest payments? They're under distributions, you said, I thought. That's where the
Well,
90's
on the
coming.
balance sheet though, this is a withdrawal, it would be considered a loan from the gun bash. So if you look at the balance sheet that I give you. Let me pull up another report to show you.
Yeah, I have that transfer up here. Well, my question is, like, we put money, like you're saying, to pay the loan, which was almost $90,000, right? And it's under disbursements, is what we said, right?
Okay. Hold on.
Like, my number's literally like $90,000 off, that's why it's like, that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, so it would have been, well.
Ready, Will?
No, you're doing fine. You're saying we transferred the 97,418 is what you're saying?
Yeah, and I understand, and that's what this is, that's what the transfer, I got that, and I'm fine with that. Or, that makes sense, but what I'm saying is, when you take, that's what I'm trying to say, what's the total principal and interest payments? It's $90-some thousand, right, that we transferred as a disbursement, correct?
Correct. But I'm pretty sure we, hold on.
Chelsea, would it be easier if you go up on your computer and do this? We'll come back to it.
Yeah, let me
Yeah, but I
just,
also think that wasn't a. When
I'm
did
just
we
saying
make
you
that
could print
payment?
it all
why-
out. and
I see,
you have
yeah,
all
we'll
the
figure it out,
disbursements.
that was my question, that's what I was trying to say.
Well, I just, like I
Well,
said,
I'll look it up later. Yeah, we can move on. But, before we move on, does everybody like this format, this way this is done? Does anybody want changes?
I had asked for the actual, what's the word I'm looking for, budget for each committee to be shown somewhere and how much is spent on
So,
each
yes,
one. Is that
I
going to
was
be
gonna bring
done?
that up. So, normal places do it every 3 months, and we didn't really have any expenditures, so I didn't do it. I mean, I can do it every month, but I thought it'd probably be easier to do it and maybe especially after the fair, because that's not quarter end, but we could really do it after the fair, if that works for everybody.
Every 4 months would be good for me, because I think people will spend stuff before the fair and that keeps us on budget. on
Yeah.
task. Do we need to vote on that?
But you didn't.
Alright, so we're coming back to Coleman later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it, yeah, we'll figure it out. I didn't want someone to, like, an auditor next year having the same damn question, and if I don't know what it is, or something more.
All right, guess, we're going off the agenda here. Melissa? Melissa,
What? Oh, sorry, I didn't know it was my turn, I was playing the game.
I understand.
Well, I don't want to butt in. Me and Joe Fiore was talking about the restroom and shower. He would like to talk first, so let him out the door. Sorry about that.
Okay, met with Melissa, me and Dean, and the architect for the drawings, and they decided that it would be in the budget for them just to revamp the bathrooms that's there now. So I took these prints to Middy's and talked to Mr. Boffman. He said as long as we stay in these guidelines, and everybody's got a copy of it on their desk, as long as we stay in these guidelines, there's no inspection, okay? I went to the health department. If you change a toilet, you have to have a permit. So I just want to make a motion that Melissa's already got, and everybody's got a copy of this. She's got $4,350 and promised money and still asking for money. If they can come up with the money to do it, I'd say I agree to do it. How much do you think it's gonna be, Joe? Okay, it's about $8 grand for the pipe, 6-inch pipe to go, 1,500 foot. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's about $8 grand for it, but they use the same dividers and they don't change any of the toilet stuff. You're under $8 grand there. So they're probably only gonna have about 20 grand to 25 in it.
For 2 showers?
Yeah, well, they're not changing nothing, Pat. They're just putting
No,
one
I'm
divider in.
just saying what you're getting for that money, that's all.
Well, if you look at that, they changed from 2 to 1 each one.
Yeah.
So they're taking out one and do the other. And it's not going to hurt you guys in the FFA building because you got locks on the door. So the 4-H kids want to come in, take a shower, use the bathroom. Your rooms is locked up. Now, if you want to use the bathrooms, all you have to do is unlock the door and go and do it. Okay?
But can I
Any
say-
questions?
Yes, can I have a question?
Yeah.
So the toilets in the girls' bathroom are a disaster. They get clogged the whole week. We're constantly having somebody in there.
Well, let me tell you something about that. I own a business right down the street down here, and the girls clog them up every week. I gotta have somebody unclog them. So
Well,
you're gonna have that.
Yeah, I mean, that was my only thing. I mean, it's.
Well, the girls tear up the bathrooms over here. They tore the toilets off, didn't they, Brad? Yep,
Yes,
they
they
tore
did.
the toilets off down here. So what are you gonna do? Police the women's restroom? I don't know how you do it.
Well, I don't either, and that's what. Yeah, that's.
Melissa, you can police, can't you?
Oh, yeah, sure,
Yeah,
I've got
let her
lots
do
of
it.
time on my hands, Joe.
Let her do it.
Is this also,
So that's for. I think while we're doing this, it makes sense to kill as many birds at the same time as we could. And I would like to donate, I'll donate all the pipe, and I'll even, as long as you guys pay the tap fee, which is $2,200.
Well, Melissa's gotta get all that stuff together.
But what I'm saying is, I'll donate, the pipe's gonna be about $6 grand, okay? Tap's $2,200.
Okay.
Well, I would like, and only one condition, I'll do this because it's the smart thing to do. We have several campers, that whole front row, there's 10 of them, the livestock gate's here. The main sewer's down here. This is the FFA alumni building.
Okay.
Okay, no sewer here. There's gonna be if I donate this sewer. So
Okay.
we're gonna put 6-inch from where this ties in all the way to the main sewer line, 6-inch. Off of that, we'll catch this row of campers with 4x6 Ys and put sewer in there. They already got water and electric, so we can charge more. And then right here, there's 10 spots. We'll do the sewer there. We can actually run those off 4-inch line, and this will be 4-inch into a 6-inch line.
I think you should put 6-inch line there.
Okay.
Okay, I think you ought to do 6 line out of that there because when you come out of them bathrooms and elbow between them buildings, you're gonna have a clean out there. And you ought to put 6-inch so it gets out of there.
That's
Otherwise,
fine.
you're gonna have a mess.
Okay.
It's probably not that much.
So if you're donating $6,000 or more for pipe, you want us to come up with a tap fee to the sewer.
You guys come up with a
Right.
tap fee and
Okay.
I want the board to agree.
That's
The only thing I'm
a
doing
no-brainer.
is to,
I'll
I'm
be
gonna
honest
get
with you,
this
Mike.
problem taken care of and all the camping, doesn't have any sewage taken care of.
Yeah.
If
That's
not,
kind of
I'm
a
not.
no-brainer on my end.
You're on.
Why not pick up the campers if you're willing to donate the pipe?
And now, with that being said, she said she had an operator lined up and equipment.
Yeah, Yeah.
So they're gonna dig the ditches, we'll put it in,
Yeah.
I'll pay for all the pipe.
I've already got a
And
mini hoe
we'll have 20
donated for the one day, and they said anything after
It'll take
that
more than a
it'd be
day.
a half the price, so, I mean,
I rent it for a week.
that's fine.
So you're gonna find something you don't know.
Wind Waste even said, when I talked to them on the phone today, they could not be here, they said that if I needed an extra mini hoe or extra help, they would get it. So we could
Showers have a lock on them?
That, I
You
just
get one of these here. Take and read this here. It has to be a certain kind of lock on that door so no one can get into the shower room. But part of it, the room, is a dressing room so they can change and then go into the shower. That's all it is.
inside the existing structure, like as the walls are today, Joe?
Yeah, we're not changing nothing. Because at first they was going sell concrete things in it and do the showers and move the building and move the room. No, we're not gonna do that.
So as far as the existing interior doors, are you keeping those doors or
That's up to
changing?
her budget, if she's going to change the
What is
doors
it
or
you
not.
wanting?
The
Sorry, I
question
didn't hear you.
was the interior doors from the bathroom to the office, are you retaining those? Because when you talk about them being locked, I don't know that we have keys to that.
Well, what they're
And I don't
gonna
know
do
if
is
they're-
have a system about like a motel room. They're gonna have like a key, so you guys can have a key card to get in.
Like a magnetic lock?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what,
that thing's-
that's what Wind Waste was talking about, and I kinda, thought it was a neat idea.
Can I fix our floor while we're at it? Can
You help
I've
me
been
raise
wanting-
money and I'll get the floors fixed,
I've
how's
been,
that?
no, I just want the floor like
Move
that
that a little bit
speckled
that way.
finish. So
I mean, we're all
it's
trying
nice
to make
and
it better for
clean.
you guys, and we're trying to make it better for the kids.
Well, I would
mean,
like to
that's-
put a
that's the main
request
goal.
in for a new floor
That's the
while
main
you're at it.
Any other questions?
No, I love it.
I make the motion that we let them do it, let them come up with the money to do it. And they're Coleman's gonna put the sewer and pipe in and, okay?
Yeah, and actually, just make sure that's noted that we're doing the FFA and that front row of campers.
So what I have here is that Coleman will donate pipe if we will also do the front row campers.
And I'll coordinate the digging with her and stuff like that, we'll do the legwork, we'll find that.
Okay, can we come back to me, please? I figured this out.
But if you need lights.
And I'm gonna go ahead,
I second.
that being told, if you guys give me the green light, I can go ahead and start contacting some of the businesses to get more money. Yeah, I mean, I've got some noted on that paper that you've seen that I haven't been to yet, but I've talked to them verbally and they said, bring us a paper that says you have the green light. So if the fair board could give me something
Okay,
that
Coleman,
says,
since
yes,
you're on the
we're
board too,
voting
you're
on,
in charge of it,
and yes, it was okay.
okay? Coleman will be in charge of it.
Okay.
You can't take any cash, 'cause everything's gotta be a,
Yeah, and you gotta get it with this girl here.
I don't want any, I'm not doing any money stuff, I'm just doing work.
No, I'm just saying
So I
that
get it.
when she asks for money, we can't take cash.
Flex concrete floor.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second to proceed. All those in favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Now, like I said, actually, I need something that says the fair board's behind this and it was approved, so I can show it to the other merchants.
We'll be on TV
Okay,
tomorrow.
So we talked about this before.
That's, I would say that we consider this when we table it, correct?
Yes, so I think we should open up that new account for this. And I would say in the best interest of everything, you probably should have 2 signatures on your check, Melissa. So I think you pick who you would like to be.
Well, you and Jess was there with Peg and Richie and Dean. I think he was there and, Mr. Owens was there, Mr. Fiore, when I first asked about this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you ladies wanna help me because the men don't wanna talk to me, I'd greatly appreciate it.
I talked
You know?
to you.
Well, I mean,
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'd greatly appreciate it if they would help me. So if Jess and Chandra's on board, I'd appreciate it. Since Peg ain't here, I mean, and if Robin wants to help, I mean.
Well, I think, Connor, what you're talking about was the next meeting, when you guys had just, I wasn't here that day. You guys had discussed what to do with the money that she collected.
Yeah, and then I think Ryan made the motion to do the count, and I think I seconded it, but I think it should be a separate account, she puts the money in,
Right.
and then however
Now-
this.
I have them checks with me, and I do have $100 cash. Patty Weiss, she goes back and forth to California, and she gave me $100, and it's right here. She wrote the serial numbers down on 20, so everything's plumb.
You guys had discussed giving you the money, correct?
Well, if they're doing
If you want me
an
to,
account-
I'll go buy a money order and bring it back down to you, okay?
As long as you have a receipt, I think that should be fine.
Um,
You should give a receipt to everybody.
We got a motion in a second, right?
Yeah, we did. Just not for-
Yeah, we're good.
You're approved.
Okay.
So do you want me to go get a money order for this $100?
Yeah, just put it in your bank account, write a check.
I don't have a checking account with me.
You don't have to-
I have a check card, sorry.
This long.
Okay,
You're back up. Chelsea's back up.
Chelsea, are
Coleman.
we
I got it figured out.
Good, thank you.
Chelsea, are we good?
Yeah,
Okay, you're shaking your head, don't worry about them, so I'm assuming we're good.
that's fine.
Okay.
Alright, so, you start with that 399 whatever number.
Yeah.
Income was 447, 167.10. Expenses were 484, 145.38. That includes the 137.53.33 we transferred. That's in that expense number.
So. Yeah. We transferred 130, what?
The total we transferred out of the gun bash to the Ag Society was 130,753.33.
Okay, so,
Say that one more time.
$130,753.33.
And that's what we transferred out of gun bash to the,
No,
no,
just the Ag Society.
to the exercise.
and
That covered, that was the loan
and that was
payments
the loan payments and.
and the convention and everything else we used that for. Okay?
Okay, yeah,
Then you take out the other 97 of the withdrawals that you're talking about. That was for the Gun Fest, and then you come to your final cash number.
Can I ask about, was that 97, was that including that 60,000 that was also transferred out for the Gun Fest?
That 97 is the whole thing,
Okay.
the whole kit and caboodle.
What? Oh.
Okay, does everybody get that now?
the 97 was everything? Is that what you said?
For the
The
gun.
97 for the Gun Fest, yeah.
And that includes like the 10 originally and the 50?
Yeah, it builds. Yep.
Okay, so really at the very end, we only gave them a check for 30 grand, 34,000 bucks.
Do a check.
We transferred at the end, I mean,
No, we transferred out the 97,000.
okay, gotcha. Thank God. That helps.
Got it now?
Yeah,
All right.
thank you very much. I wasn't gonna sleep tonight.
That was gonna make me, I was like, what is he
No,
talking
no, it's
about?
like fine.
No, I
Good.
ask questions, that's fine.
There's my calculator.
I think you did the motions last night. Pat and Joe. Reapprove your treasurer's report.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I would.
make a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
Reapprove.
Pre-approved.
Second it.
So we have a motion and a second to reapprove the treasurer's report after Coleman's discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. I don't see Pat Snyder with Joe, you're up. Shaner.
I'm not gonna talk tonight, Ricky. I'm not gonna talk tonight.
She has your packet that she's had since the the 8th of January,
Which back is that?
your records request.
Okay, you itemized out the cost on it?
Yeah, you were mailed a
Yeah,
letter,
you were mailed a letter.
was $102,000,
Um,
or $102.
Jesus.
That was,
That's expensive.
102 something, Joe, hold on.
102.45.
I'd like that itemized out at the cost of each one.
It's per copy,
It's
Yeah.
683 pages at .15, 15 cents a
15
page.
cents a copy.
State says 5 cents.
Well, the Ag Society has adopted 15 cents and it's on the,
Yeah, it's posted.
it's been posted. I didn't choose that number. So,
Probably better do a motion. I'd say you better do a motion.
a second. Oh, say that loud. Make a motion to just give them the paperwork.
Second.
Motion made to give Joe the records request, and seconded. You get the people.
Yeah. I have Ryan
So-
and Jason. And then.
All those in favor, say aye.
Within the-
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Livestock Committee.
okay, he refused to sign our receipts, so we are not giving him the records.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, explain what the
Okay.
receipt is.
The receipt is a copy that I figured out loud. It says the undersigned acknowledges receipt of the following records provided by the Perry County Agricultural Society in response to a public records request. Receipt of these records confirm that the items listed below were made available in the format provided, subject to law, redactions under Ohio Revised Code. Approved minutes for the applicable, can't say the word, sorry, periods, treasurer's reports for the same period, transaction detail reports from QuickBooks for the Perry County Agricultural Society, Perry County Gun Bash. All copies of invoice documentation related to transactions involving Mr. Dan Kinsel, Chelsea Kinsel Lewis, and Kinsel Sports. Records not in custody due to the fact that they are currently being held by the state auditor. Treasurer's reports for October 22 through 2023. We do not have any records of restroom cleaning or maintenance contract as the request asked for, and we do not own records for the Y City Gun Fest as they are not owned or operated by the Perry County Agricultural Society.
It's not?
It wasn't.
Nothing.
The,
Oh.
but we've never. Okay, hold on. I'll get to my second. Pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 149.43B6, the Perry County Agricultural Society charges only the actual cost of copying public records. Number of pages provided 683, cost per page 0.5, total copying fee due 102.45. And then it says I can check mark fee paid in full at time of receipt, fee to be remitted by check, or fee invoiced separately. And then there's notes. Certain information has been redacted in accordance with Ohio Revised Code sections 149.43 and 149.45 to protect personnel, financial, and security-related information. This was bank accounts and signer information. That all has to be redacted, which we did. Individual cost details may be redacted where disclosures would reveal protected trade secrets consistent with the ORC 149.43, A1B, and ORC 1333.61D. Aggregate totals have been disclosed where applicable to maintain transparency. By signing below, the requester acknowledges receipt of the records listed above, understands the copying fees assessed, and acknowledges the records not in the custody or control of the Perry County Ag Society.
I have a couple questions real quick. Sorry to interrupt. How much did you say he's being charged per copy?
15 cents.
15 cents. I think you're thinking you said 0.5.
0.5.
which
Or,
is-
I'm sorry, 0.15, 15
Okay.
cents.
But Sunshine Law does say 0.5, 0.05.
I didn't.
So does our rules override Sunshine Laws?
Well, we just give it to him. We
Well,
just,
not to
no,
argue
no,
with
no,
you.
no, I'm not arguing with you,
Yeah,
but,
they voted and.
yeah, we voted
I
to,
thought they said, well, if he doesn't pay it, then. we'll
no,
do it.
we just give him the.
No.
And then who wrote all of this legal, because that's very, I see Mr. Rugg back there, it's very attorney-ish.
Well, I mean, I wrote out the codes, you just have to look them up. Like, I copied and
It
pasted.
almost sounds like practicing law.
Well, I appreciate it, but I just copied and pasted.
I'm just saying,
I like to do.
I'm on that note, like, this is crazy for asking that question, because you can get in trouble for practicing law if you're not an
I didn't
attorney.
say anything law, I mean, I
Okay,
just, that's
whatever.
the ORC, I didn't.
Oh, jeez.
That's what the ORC says, that's plain and simple. I didn't, not practicing law, I didn't say anything crazy.
I don't know why I'm getting such an uproar about a simple question. I was just wondering if it was written by an attorney or something.
Okay.
So did he
No.
not accept the,
But he refuses to acknowledge the fact that we gave him these, so we're not going to provide them, correct?
No, we ain't gonna give them.
TJ, he declined them.
I am confused too. I thought we was gonna give them to him.
Well, I
He
tried to, but he
won't
won't
sign
sign the
off on it.
receipt.
He won't
It
sign
doesn't
the
have, it doesn't have
receipt.
anything to do with payment, he just won't sign the receipt
Oh.
that he received them, that's the issue.
Oh.
Video.
yeah, I know it's on video.
On video.
So if, Joe, if you will not sign for the copies, then, you know, sorry, you do not get them. We opted the opportunity to waive the $102 to give them to you. And if you don't want them, sorry about your luck.
Move on.
Next order of business.
Livestock committee.
I can't even.
Come on.
Nope.
I know you got something in there.
I do,
There we
I don't
go.
know.
I do.
Come on, the floor,
I
sister.
want it on public record that I have never used the showers in the Junior Fair Board office. I have never used them. I go home. Maggie told me to tell everyone I just don't shower that week. But I do not use the showers, and I have not used the showers, and I will not use the showers. Because it's been told that I use the showers. So that's why there we go.
Someone said you used it?
Yeah, someone, yes.
I never heard that.
Well, it got back to me that yes, people are saying I use the showers, and that's why I
I
go.
peed. No, I peed now.
It's on record now, we do not shower.
She did not use the
This is like.
There was always number one.
Never even go
All
there.
right, let's keep going. Goat committee.
So, Sarah is our new secretary, but she has trouble making it here on Mondays, so I may be the one that's giving updates on that. The GOAT committee met, when was it? 2 weeks ago? A week ago, 2
Yes,
weeks
we
ago?
go.
What was that?
The announcement of where was that?
So committee meetings don't have to be announced per the, so per the Sunshine Law, you only have to announce if you have a quorum present of board members.
So, many years ago, when Sally was still here, it was determined by the board that meeting minutes needed to come to the board.
Okay.
And the meetings needed to be announced.
Okay, if we have that somewhere in bylaws or somewhere in a policy, then I am,
It's in meeting minutes somewhere.
okay, I am more than happy to, reproduce that and make sure that everyone's aware, but from like what I have, with our constitution and our bylaws, and from what I was told at the convention as far as the Sunshine Law goes, but from what I have from us as a board itself, I'm working from the information that I have. So if anyone else has information that I'm unaware of, then I will gladly add that to it and work from that. But if there's policies that we want to enact as a board, we can absolutely do that. I'm not saying we can't, but I can't act on things that I'm not aware are a thing. If I don't know it's there, I don't know it's there.
But also, as a board, shouldn't we know when committee meetings are? I'm just asking that to the room in general.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea.
because I have no idea when the finance meetings are, the grounds committee meetings. Joe and met with Melissa, I know none of that, absolutely nothing.
How would you, I'm not saying it's a bad idea, I'm not saying don't do it, so please don't take it that way, but how would?
I'm just bringing up,
Yeah.
here are my stepping stones.
Thank you. How, would you prefer, or like, how do you think that we get that out to everybody?
We have a group chat, why can't we just say, hey, show up if you want.
Well, I didn't call the meeting, Melissa called the meeting, I didn't call the meeting. So how am I going to, everybody on the board didn't show up?
Committees, I would assume that everybody on the board didn't have to show up.
If that's a policy that you want to enact, we can absolutely do that. And as far as policies go for the Sunshine Law, if it's a change to our Constitution or the bylaws, then, I'm sorry, not the Sunshine Law, Red Book, says that we have to have vote of the entire body, not just the board, but if it's a policy, then just the board votes on it. So if you want to draft up a policy and bring it back, then we can vote on it at the next meeting. And I'm more than happy to help with that too, if you want me to.
Perfect.
Okay.
Love that. I'm sorry, we got sidetracked.
Erica, do you want to do that, or do you want me to do that? Draft up a policy. Okay. And then we'll have it ready by next meeting. Okay. Goat committee. So we met and just kind of reviewed the fair last year. What went well, what didn't go well. We felt like overall it went better than the year before. We are going to have a spot at kickoff next week, which is on the 11th. And Sarah has made a Facebook group that is public, but people do have to be accepted to be invited, just so that we don't get scammers on there. You know how Facebook is. And it is going to have information about shows. People can ask questions, and that goes directly to the GOAT committee. It does specifically state on there that anything that the GOAT committee says has to be backed by the fair board, that they do not speak for the fair board. And that if there are any questions or any disputes, that ultimately goes back to the senior fair board. But we just wanted a way that, exhibitors could ask questions to the right people and get the right answers, instead of just asking their neighbor and no one really knows. We're also going to allow in-county breeders to post a limited number of open barns, or kids hey, I'm down to the wire and I need an animal, then in-county producers can comment on those kids' posts. I think that's about it. Is there anything else that we talked about?
Pretty easy.
Oh, pick up at 10, sorry. Right?
Yes. Are you asking me? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Backup date 17.
We don't need it. It's in the new building, pick up the new building. That's all I have.
All right, we're gonna start with old business. Well, good old business, not start. After research and countless phone calls, and told Clayton and Connor and some of you that we would discuss it or would figure it out, but there's two different ways. We did the wrong way, the Robert's Rules. Ohio Revised Code overrides that, and we will put the resolution for the Gunfest account and the closure of the Gunfest account resolution in the minutes for this meeting. Is what I was advised to.
So we don't have to vote on it, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we don't have to, because it's a red book.
But we voted for it in the executive, and you cannot talk about that in the executive, so I think we need to talk about out here about the Gun Fest.
Well, why don't we have an attorney? Why don't you ask him?
Yeah, I'm going off of what we were discussed.
So typically, voting should not occur during an executive session. So I would say that any vote that was taken during the executive session didn't really happen. So you probably need to have the vote in the open meeting.
There you go.
Yeah, and we had, there'd been 5, right? There was 5 that denied. I mean, we'd carry the vote again, but it'd be.
I mean, let's just carry the vote so that it's valid.
So let's go ahead.
So then let's just go through it.
Yeah.
I make a
Yeah,
motion
let's
that
do
we-
Let's do a roll call vote, please.
What? Yeah, so we need a motion, and then,
Yeah, we've already brought this part of it out. This was the last thing.
right, but we didn't do any of it right, so I'm going to put on record, I know that we are doing.
Well, that's what
this-
I'm telling you right now.
But I want to go back to the agenda, 2 weeks. You have to be prior 2 weeks before you can come to the meeting or talk at the meeting. I think that's too long of time. I think it needs to be closer to the date of the meeting. You know, if you've got 3 days, I don't need to know any other board that has to be 2 weeks before you can be on the agenda.
I think the cities is a week.
Well, the commissioners are only like 3 days. And I know
That's what
some
we had
people just
drawn up.
walk-ins can even talk. I don't know how we do, if we're even gonna go around the table to do this. Because I know, some things came up, so I don't know if we even, are we even gonna go around the table for even us? Okay, so,
That comes at the end.
okay. But
She's
that's
just trying
one
to-
of the things I think
She's
should
just
be.
trying to put an agenda together to help you guys out, so if you
And I
know
think
there's
it's
something we'll
great,
talk
I think
about.
it's great, but if we all didn't sign, I don't know how this is all going to work, because this is new. But I just do, the 2 weeks is too long of a period if somebody wants to come and ask for something or do business, because that's what we're here for. I just think that's too long, because I know some people wanted to come, but, oh, I wasn't here in 2 weeks, so I didn't get my notice
They can
in.
come. They can show up, they just can't.
They can't talk, or can they talk? I mean, I don't know, that's what I'm saying, we don't know how this is working. So if someone comes at the last minute, they can talk.
It's all trial and error.
Okay, all right, so then why do we have the policy? Just have an idea what's on
I
the,
mean,
coming.
you know, right, but I mean, too, if you wanna propose that we change that, I mean, I'm not the one that came up with that paper, so I don't know where that came from or, you know, where those ideas came from, but if you wanna propose that we change that time period, you're more than welcome to.
Well, who did come up with that paper?
And we got off of an app.
Yeah.
Got it off of what, I'm sorry?
An app.
Oh, an app, okay, all right.
Like ChatGPT.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion to change it, as in they have 3 days. Did I give you enough time to put them on the agenda, or is that gonna be longer?
Who are
Depends
they
on
going
what-
to contact?
And who are they gonna contact?
Depends on what
And that's a
hours
second.
someone's here.
They're only here Tuesdays and Thursdays, if they
So
call
it-
in,
so
it
it-
has to be a week before.
Okay, so
what
then
if
we'll
we
do
say on
it.
the Thursday before the meeting?
Okay,
We have
so
to
the
know by
Thursday
then.
before the meeting, okay, so that's better. And then, who do they contact, because I've heard people have called in, they're not getting anybody responses, I don't know what day they're calling in, I don't know if they can email, I don't know.
No, she
We
made
need a better.
She made she had a post on Facebook. You can change it to say you can call in that day, or the
Well,
days you
that's
pick,
Thursday.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
right.
just make it a little more clear.
Can we just put a sign up Genius on Facebook? Would that be doable for anybody? That would.
Yeah, but you're speaking like Italian to some of these old, like, people, you know what I mean?
You know how to do that. That'd be great.
No, I completely
sign up whenever they
agree,
want,
but
they
like,
don't call
that's,
We just
well, you gotta think about your audience
Well,
here, like, that's like,
We can
that's
absolutely
crazy
use it,
talk,
but
you know
maybe
what I
not
mean?
just that.
Larry, do you know what that is?
I think they're.
See, that's what I mean. Oh, I think it's, I think it's super,
super user friendly for that kind of platform, to be honest, that's our great platform.
Sign up, Genius.
No.
Yeah, that's a building.
we know. That's what I'm actually, that's what I'm subject
Can I
to.
call and talk to somebody?
Be a motion on it.
What's your motion then?
My motion is to,
Make it a week.
that Thursday or whatever, like you said,
Since that's
yeah,
when they're
prior
open.
to that, yeah, when they're open.
Thursday prior to
Or
your,
the Facebook page.
Thursday prior to your
Yes.
upcoming
Hey,
meeting.
can they make can they message like Facebook Messenger? Is that something they can do too? I mean, to those go to Facebook, are we checking those and?
Any way they notify, they can send an email. If they have proof of their notification,
What if
maybe
they
we can get it, but
or
they still have the
Call
opportunity to
one of
speak.
us and then call in, I don't know.
Yeah, like let's let's say someone
Well-
sent an email and it got overlooked or
Right.
accidentally went to junk or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So that
If they can
predated
show us,
the-
look, I did,
Sure.
then we'll let them talk.
Maybe we can make a post that has all of like, you can message us here, or you like, I'll just list how you can do it.
Yeah.
Facebook people.
Do the Facebook.
So I made a motion.
Larry
I was
second.
gonna say,
Already
second
read.
it.
Larry got it.
Already.
Motion to change, what, notification to the Thursday prior to that Monday meeting for agenda. That sound right? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So the first resolution,
The first one is to open the account, and the second one is to close the account.
Right.
Right.
So I make a motion that we open the account that we already opened.
we have a second.
I'll second it.
I need to know who that was.
Joe, pass it.
Joe.
Well, we have to.
We make a motion to open the account. What account? To Varsity. Rephrase, tell them.
Motion to, what was that again, Pat? I'm sorry.
Motion.
Last motion.
Motion to open the account that we use for the,
It even says resolution for retroactive authorization.
Right.
So the resolution states.
Are we voting on the the retroactive? right
yes,
now?
Yes.
yes.
We're
Because
doing
it
one at a
wasn't-
time.
Real quick though, you just said, who owned the Y City Gun Fest? I'm just really confused by that, just because just a minute ago you said we didn't own it when we were doing the records.
The Knights of Columbus.
Knights of Columbus.
We did the
this
Perry
past year.
County Gun Fest.
The Knights of Columbus or the Knights of Zanesville?
Columbus.
That's the Knights of Columbus. In Zanesville.
But the Zanesville branch ran it.
Okay, but everything said that it should all go to Perry County
So
Agriculture Society.
the Gun Fest that we ran was called the Perry County Gun Fest, not the Y City Gun Fest. I mean,
The one that just happened.
The one that just happened was still owned by the Knights?
No.
You
Okay.
said who did own it?
Right,
That's who
and
used
then
them.
now who does, we own it?
no.
Okay, Pat Smith came to a meeting and said, do we want to buy this? And we said yes. That's why we're confused.
Not buy it.
For X amount of dollars.
Run it, not buy it. You didn't buy it.
Then he said the wrong words.
We run it.
He
Well,
didn't say that.
he didn't say that probably.
Did I hear wrong? What
Okay,
did-
then who
what
does
did he
own
actually
it?
say then?
Who does own it then? Let's go that route.
Knights of Columbus.
No.
They own the, what?
They own Y City.
Who owns the Perry County Gun Fest?
Well, it was under your EIN number. You have to report the information. So I guess technically you own the Perry County Gun Fest. I guess you guys are looking at it like it's something you like own, like you don't. It's whoever ran the event. So the Knights of Columbus will report it on their 990. We ran the Perry County one, so we report it on our 990. Does that make sense? It's not something. It's not like it's not tangible. It's not something you own.
No, I know it's not tangible, it's, whatever.
Were these run congruently at the same time?
No. So the Knights of Columbus have, before it was even Knights of Columbus, it was the Zanesville Rotary Club. They then didn't want to do it anymore. So the Knights of Columbus said, hey, we're going to pick this up. So then they started doing it and they had to report it on their information. They no longer wanted to do it, so we said, hey, we're going to pick that up and then we're going to do it. That's how it all.
Okay, so we ran it, basically.
Correct.
Okay, so we had tip guns.
No.
We didn't have tip guns.
No, we could not afford them.
Yeah, go.
Resolution for the retroactive authorization of Gun Fest bank account. Which is, motion's been made and motion's been seconded.
I'm gonna do a roll call.
Guys, now do roll.
Start
Just
with
go.
Erica.
Are you gonna keep track?
I'm keeping track. Erica?
No.
Jess?
No.
Yes.
Coleman? Clayton?
No.
Sandra?
No.
Brian?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Dean?
No.
Robin? Yes. I am abstaining because I wasn't part of the board at that time.
Well, then Jess needs to.
She doesn't
Yeah,
have to
Jeff.
abstain. I can voluntarily abstain
Okay.
for that reason. Kenny?
Yes.
Richie?
We did decide. It's time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Chuck?
Yes. Oh, Chuck. So yes.
Yes.
Pat?
Yes.
Yes.
It's 9 yeses and 6 nos.
Motion carries.
I'd like to make a motion to close the Y City Gun Fest retroactively.
I second.
Motion by Pat, second by Joe. You do roll call vote again?
Yep. Erica? Motion to close the account.
No.
Jess?
No.
Larry?
Yes.
Coleman?
I'm okay closing it, I just don't want retroactive stuff.
Clayton?
Nope.
Sandra?
No.
Brian?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
Dean?
I'm good for closing.
Robin? Yes. I'm abstaining once again for the same reason.
Yes.
Kenny's a yes. Joe?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Chuck?
Yes.
Pat?
Yes.
I have 11 yeses and 4 nos.
Motion carried. That's all I had for old business. Coleman, your truck contract?
Oh, okay. I talked about it a little bit before. I gave you guys a preliminary contract. Basically, I saw a need for, I know they closed Kroger down from allowing these truck drivers to park in there. I had one of our guys that stays with us, he needs to place park his truck. What I'm saying, like semi trucks or dump trucks and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be a way for us to generate money at virtually no input cost on our end other than advertising and maybe make a few signs. But anyway, I passed out a contract for all you guys to look at. Kind of go through it. I know some of the comments that were made, the entry level one was like, we want to make sure they're out of our fairgrounds enough time for the fair. So I think I did 2 weeks before, let's see. Okay. Well, I'll just kind of go through it. Exclusion during the Perry County Fair and Gun Bash event, the renter acknowledges to agree. No parking is permitted during the annual Perry County Fair week and the week prior to the annual fair. The renter also agrees to vacate parking the Friday prior to the annual Gun Bash. And will not have parking until Sunday after the event. That was one of the things. Also, Kelly had mentioned, since we're a livestock facility here, we don't want any livestock pots and fear of like animal transfer disease, so I put that language in there. The rental rates are $250. That's kind of a little bit low compared to what they're doing a little bit north, but that was, like this guy was happy to, the one guy I got lined up, he's happy to give us $250 a month. They can run a card or whatever. I assume we can run cards, right? Cards or check, that's all we'll do, right? And I put liability statements in there, releasing us of any, basically a hold harmless agreement, that they park at their own risk. And I don't want to put any work on anyone else. I'll man, like, if you guys approve this, I'll line something up as far as some sort of tags, some sort of way we can identify where their truck's gonna be and we know what that truck is. Any questions or what you're seeing here, or suggestions or comments?
It's a really good idea to.
So, I mean, if you look at 10 trucks a year, that's 30 grand. If you get 10 trucks in here, that'll pay our interest payment. My only thing is with this, I really wanna make sure we use this money, whether it's $250 or 50 grand. I really think the Ag Society should look at our draining payments, such as this money. I would like to make a motion that we accept this contract basically to allow truck parking in here, but the money would go directly towards principal payment on the building. I don't want to see it be like, oh, let's go ahead and put a swing set in back here. I think we need to do a responsible thing. If we're going to generate some extra capital, they should go to pay down debt.
I just have a quick question, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think this is a great idea, I love it.
Yeah.
But, and maybe you have it in here and I've overlooked it because I just skimmed it, but, do you have some clause in here for non-payment?
Yeah, what is it now?
A clause for non-payment,
Non-payment, if they don't pay.
like this, they'll be towed or they'll, like something, just to protect us.
Well, I can put language in there before we, I mean, I'm trying to adopt the ability to, I'm not, I guess, adopting this exact language. I'm just saying I want to adopt the ability to park trucks here, and if there's modifications need to be made on that. So towing,
Or just, whatever you see fit, just so that there's some type of language about
towing
it.
for non-payment language, I'll get that in there.
Coleman, have you talked to the commissioners about this? Have you discussed this with commissioners?
I have not, but I know we've done it in the past. We park Esponda out here, we park oil pipeline guys out here, like, it's a past
I
practice.
just make sure you talk with
To
them. and
notify
get
them,
their
I
blessing,
definitely would.
'cause,
Okay.
Again, they own the land, Fairboard, or the Ag Society leases it. You can put whatever you want on paper, but if somebody's getting sued, it's going to be the commissioners. That's not going to make them happy. So just do your due diligence, talk to
Okay.
them.
I definitely will. Thank you for that, Andy.
The only thing I got is on the money. The
Yeah.
money should do the parking lot
And
first.
I'll keep it,
Yeah,
yes,
do that
yes, I
first.
fully agree, yeah.
Then
So
it is,
if the
yeah.
truck's coming in, we need
Yeah,
10
you
grand in
need-
gravel, and we
right.
made 50 that year,
Great,
sure.
good deal.
But I'd say upkeep of the grounds that they're parking on, and only thing else that goes towards is principal only payment,
Good deal.
okay?
Do you
So
have
that's
a
a
weekend
motion.
rate?
What, I'm sorry?
A weekend rate, where they just wanna park for a weekend?
No, they can just pay $250 and if they, because some trucks might come home on the weekends, but it would, no, you're right, but it's still worth that. And that's what they pay up there, whether you're home on the weekends or not, so they should
Per
pay.
day fee and you still make money, don't you?
Well, we could add that in there at any point, we can always update it.
I'll second
I
your
say
motion.
that.
Coleman. I'll second it.
Okay.
Don't you have to table this?
Yeah, you made a motion.
He made a motion.
Coleman made the
Finish
motion.
it.
Is that true?
Someone's got the motion, there's got the second to pursue the contracts for truck parking.
And I got one
How
on
many goes for?
Hey, but honestly, everyone has a contract in front of them. Everyone here knows, different people than I know. I talked to 2 different guys tonight. If everyone went out here and got one person to park a truck here, or, I mean, that's 60 grand. That would take care of the building payment and then some,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if 20 trucks, that's $60,000 annual parking, you know, so what I'm guessing, what I'm trying to say is, let's go sell some Girl Scout cookies, basically, kids, you know?
Okay, kids.
Gotcha.
We got the motion on the floor and a second for the truck parking. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Any-
My turn already? Okay. This old? This is in the station. Ryan and I met with concession people up there and just, we was trying to get input on rates, what people pay, different fares, whatever. And we're in the ballpark, you know, we're close, but some of our lower people need to be raised up with the top people. We're not gonna raise nothing on top ends, but we need to bring some of them up with it, so. There'll be a little bit of adjustments on the contracts we're gonna send out, not a whole lot.
this thing of privileges, is what's called privileges, is that the money comes.
Yeah, because they should people
Right,
pay
'cause that's-
rent for the spot. And some of them's getting by pretty cheap, so they need to be roofed up with the other side of the footage wise, you know. Some of them's 18 feet, some of them's 35 feet. So we discussed that at the convention and got an idea on what they do and it's where we're at. So we'll send out new contracts then.
Joe's already done his, we'll go around the table with the board members for old business.
That's some new news.
Can't do it till new.
I know, I'm waiting.
Erica, old business. Jess?
So
Old
you-
business, Larry?
No.
Coleman?
Old business, no.
Clayton? Condon?
Yes. Talked to Abigail from Fairfield on the rabbit cages. And she said she sent in an invoice on January the 15th using our Gmail. Did anybody receive that?
Check right now.
I don't check. If you didn't, she also sent it to me also. So once we get that paid, then she will drop off the pens along with the rabbit cages.
Brian?
No, sir.
Brian? Old business, Dean?
I guess, no, that stuff's new business now, so.
Robin?
No.
Ashley? Ken?
No.
No.
Jason?
Chuck?
No. All right, new business. Dean, you're up.
Okay, we need to set a price for their rent. If somebody wants to rent it like that, demo derby, I know what's been set in the past, but, you know, because I was gonna make up a contract for it and everything, if we want to raise it to, before it was 500, we wanna raise it to 600, or, you know. That's something the board needs to discuss, because I've had somebody approach, you know, I don't know if Mad Dog's still gonna do his fall, you know, demo derby, but I've had somebody else approach about wanting to rent it to put on an event in the arena. So, yeah, what they do, cause see, they gotta carry a pretty good insurance policy and everything. They do the cleanup. If they don't do the cleanup, I mean, then I'll bill. That's what we billed Mad Dog last night.
You got a standard price now.
Yeah, so I mean,
That was my only question.
if everybody's okay with it, I'll make a motion at $600 for that then. And, I mean, if anybody else wants it higher, just say.
Second.
So your motion is to
The
have
arena,
the,
rent the arena, you have the arena, well, you have the comp, you know.
but the,
put
to
on.
change the arena rental price to $600.
Yes, yes.
And they'll supply insurance to us.
Yeah.
And
Same
then,
as-
should we have a fee for cleaning it up if they don't?
Yes, it was in the contract last time.
What about waste,
Yeah.
trash bags and all that?
Yeah, they have to clean it up, we didn't, I mean, they
Okay.
supplied, so. The other one was, the bathrooms, like the Grange bathroom, what we.
Did we need to vote on that before you move on?
Oh, yeah, I guess so, sorry.
We have a motion to up it to $600 for the regular arena contract. Robin or Larry second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Same sign, opposed. Motion carried.
Now, the other thing was the rental for the Grange bathrooms. In the past, it was like $50 if they wanted to open them up to use them. So you guys, you know, this is the board decision.
I don't think you can pay them for that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just tell me. Yeah.
For like a.
So I'll put down 100, how's that?
For what, all day, hours? or
Yeah,
what?
for for their event for that day. You know, they open them up.
That's it.
Because a lot of them will get porta johns coming in, but, you know, the reason I asked this for the bathroom too, people are wanting to rent the pavilion, that have a party or whatever in there, they might want the bathroom, so, you know. The pavilion is
Bucks wrapped up in that pretty easy.
I would think. with cleaning and everything.
How much you say?
200.
I was gonna say at least 150, but 200 would be
I'll
fine.
put 200.
I mean, they can always.
Well, I mean, a
Yeah,
porta
it's
john for a
150
day is
for a porta
$100.
Well, but beyond that, I'm just thinking that
Yeah.
what he gets paid to clean them and how long it's going to be taken to clean them, that's all.
Put 250 on that.
So,
Well, how long
What's
do
the
we
pavilion?
realistically think that it's gonna take to clean?
I mean, most certainly, yeah.
What do we rent the pavilion for?
No, we haven't got to that yet.
Okay, I just assumed.
That was just the bathrooms.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we, put the green bathrooms at 250.
Second.
Motion by Dean for 250, second by Ryan for the Grange bathroom. Oh, sorry, was that you? Robert, second by Ryan. You got Dustin, Rob, beat out last.
No, she did us.
All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same. Motion carries.
So the next one was the pavilion, because Kelly asked me, in the office about, because we have no contract for it, so she said people want to use the pavilion. So, I know she doesn't know how much, so she told me, so.
Used to be a paper in there that had the list price of every building on the ground. I don't know where it'd be, probably in the file cabinet. Robin. Should have had a copy of that.
So you don't remember?
Yeah, I know they rent it out.
Yeah, they rent it out.
Well, yeah, they just say something, get a contract.
What's it cost to rent the shelter house at the park?
$150,
There you go.
$75 for the old one.
There you go. Make it $150.
Okay with that?
I like it.
Okay, I make a motion to, price for rental.
Second.
Sorry, Robin.
In the restroom,
Okay. Motion by Dean, second by Larry. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Okay, I did get the new contract, so if you want, I guess we said something about you get 2 free campers for the Coliseum and the multi-purpose building. So here is the, so pretty much what I did on these was, just took the tables and chairs off the new building, or I put 40 tables and chairs, and 400 chairs, yeah. And then the price for.
400 chairs, you said?
Yeah, yeah, 40 tables, 400 chairs to rent the multi-purpose building. And the rate, if Scott's got to do any cleaning, it's gonna be $50 an hour, if they have campers, more than 2, on the fairgrounds, they will pay $40 per day for each additional camper. What else is, that was about it. Huh?
Should have been 50.
How much?
That's what you had on.
Yeah.
That's what you had on. So.
40. That's good.
And these here, I guess, because Kelly wants them, so she can start, getting them sent out. So this is something, I changed it for the, everything's changed. I mean, you had the Coliseum rentals for the special, and then you have the regular Coliseum rental, and it's on all that. Yeah, it's all on there.
Everything's the same on each one.
Yeah, the dump, well, if you use more than one dumpster, you're gonna pay $200. The $200 for a dumpster got taken off.
Erica's got a question.
Okay.
What are the dimensions of the multi-purpose building that they're renting?
It's an 80 by 200, I don't know what the.
80 by
80 by 200.
Yeah, minus bathroom.
So it's 60 by 200.
Well, yeah, you don't take the restroom.
No, that's taking the restrooms off, but you shouldn't. Yeah.
It's 80 by 200.
Square foot, it's 80 by 200.
And the other thing on these, when somebody calls in, I think, and says, we want the building for June 18th or June something, they need to get in, fill out the contract, pay their deposit, because we got people that has booked out in October that has not signed any contracts, has not paid the deposit. You know, they need to do it when they want it, because we have people calling in, Richie knows. I had somebody call and want to rent June 18th to the 20th.
Well, if you got on there, you gotta put a deposit down anyway.
Yes, yeah, it's on here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they'd
security
have to sign it to
deposit's
do it.
500 and, you know, so
Is there a time frame?
1,500 for the new building, 250 for the other, but, you know.
Is there a time frame on there when the deposit needs to be filled by any
You
firm?
can read, hold on.
But I mean, like, so I call, do I have to come in and get a
Yeah,
contract and
you
pay
need
within a
to
week?
do it.
Is that written on there?
Yes, yeah. So. No.
And if they cancel, do they get their deposit back?
No. You didn't take a picture of all of them. You did
No,
two
I
of
did
them.
2 of them.
Yeah.
And then what's the new building rate gonna be?
It's 3,200, and you get one dumpster. If you use more than one dumpster, you're gonna pay $200 for it. So, you know, the same thing as it was before. Rental agreement, you know, begins, you know, additional days is $250 per day. Provide 2 camper spots, no charge. You know, additional dumpster outside of the agreement is $200. And there was, like I said, in there 2 different spots that told that if Scott had to clean something up, it said it was $50 an hour. Then on down the thing, it was half-half. So I just put in the event that any of our people are going to be cleaning up, it's $50 an hour per person. Not, you know, not 2 different prices. So, is this something that we need to vote on? I mean, I'll make a motion to.
We already voted on everything that you just said 2 meetings ago. So yeah, you just brought it up to what we agreed to already. So, good job.
So, I guess I can go over, you know, I met with Trent because he called me and let me know that he was in the wrong on the PPE, that he could not insure the pins, but he could, and do the buildings like it was. I got a paper here that I can pass down from Andrew, where they did remove the building from it, and we are going to get a check cut back to us for, $438, because the building was on it, the $655,600 value included the building, steer barn for $25.26.
And it was their appraiser's fault.
Yes, yes, and he hasn't got back about the arena. The arena is on
He's
there,
coming
too.
to the next meeting.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Yeah, he didn't say that.
everything should be taken back, and there is some things we need to add in the new building. A lot of things.
Yeah, he wants to talk to them.
Yeah, so. My next thing here is the Saturday night track boss sled rental contract here. You know, I make a motion that we hire track boss like we've done every year. Here's the contract for it.
Is it on see this?
Go ahead.
You got it. Mary, you
So,
Motion made for the sled. Have you got the southeast set up again?
yeah, I got the next 2. Yeah.
You wanna combine them?
I can combine all 3 of these if you want to. Because this one here's the Southeastern Ohio Polling Series. We're gonna have the same classes we had last year. And we still have our other classes after that. And the next contract is the guy that graded and rolled the track last year.
Yeah, so I mean, everything's all falls under the
Andy Katrinka.
Saturday night pool.
Yeah, Saturday, it's all on. Yeah.
$650
Yes.
for a track.
Yeah, to do all the grading and everything, and I went back through, I mean, if you, I wanna get technical, I went back through in 2023, and what we paid out just in workers' money was $2,300.
Yep.
And we've
Yeah,
cut
right there.
way down by going, you know, with this rate.
Do you need a motion?
He made
Yeah, I
the
made the motion, I need a second.
Coleman seconded it.
Okay.
We've got a motion for the, dirt work, the sled, and the southeast guys for the Saturday night pool. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries.
Okay, my next thing is TC Energy, Columbia Gas. They contacted Richie, they contacted me, it was Tony Knob. They want to rent the fairgrounds area to stage equipment for their project they're doing in our area. The first spot they picked was the compound area. You know, it might be difficult for them to get their trucks in and out, but they could come in the second gate, you know, and go in that way. I have a map here of kind of, this was their first spot, and the second spot is probably where Coleman was talking about parking semis. And then this was the spot I told him about, because this is where AEP.
That's where the little big gravel pad is.
Yeah, well, their only problem about this area out here is there's grass in it, okay? If oil or anything leaks from, you know, a piece of equipment or something, then they're gonna have to clean it up. You know? So, here is, pass that down to them guys, because they wouldn't see it. This is their contract here.
In the past, we have tried to keep stuff like that out in the parking area,
I know.
so they're not running on the blacktop roadway coming down.
That's what I told them too. You know, because I said, you're talking about bringing in 320s and big dozers coming in.
How many trucks do they got, any idea?
He didn't, I don't know if Jake might know or anything. You know anything about it? Huh?
TransCanada, North Columbia Gas.
I know.
Different
Yeah.
company.
It's TC Energy, Columbia Gas is what he said, or Columbia Gas. So, you know, this, I give them the idea of the spot of going out in the field way out there, but
Where you put them in.
not sure. I mean, so they are willing to pay $1,200 per month, February, March, and April. So.
I think if we do something, we should have them come in the truck gate, because we don't want to break that asphalt.
That's what I said, you'll ruin that asphalt,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, they will have an office trailer on site. They said if no electric, they would have generators, you know. The contractor, that is awarded the job, you know, they might want to use campsites. So, if that's something that, you know, we'd have to look at. And, you know.
I think if they're gonna use campsite, we need to charge appropriate rates, like you're not gonna give them $3,600 and then 40 campers come in here and that's $1,200 a month. You know
Well,
what I
no,
mean?
yeah, that would be maybe $300-400 a month for a campsite.
Yeah, you charge them like $65 a day per camper.
Yeah, for something, yeah.
No, it's not
Well,
something,
I
it
know.
is, it has to be marketable rates, you know
Right,
what I mean?
no,
So-
I, that's something that would come later, that's
Okay,
not
I
in
just make
this,
sure that was not
that's
included
not
in
in
there.
this contract right
Okay.
there. That is not in that contract right there. That contract
That's just
there.
parking.
Yes, it's parking. So, but I wanted to get that out, you know, to the board so that they could know it might come to them on the rent campsite. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's something that, you wanna look at that, I give you all.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, 'cause well, I'm introducing them, they actually want to start in February. But, I mean, yeah.
Make a motion to, so you need to make a motion to let them park here for $1,250, correct?
Yeah. 1,200.
And then adjust it if they want to camp.
Yeah, it would be a whole different.
Hey, now, just a comment now. Okay, if we're bringing 320s in and D8s and stuff like that, and it's gonna be 52 degrees next Saturday.
Oh, I know.
Well, what I'm getting at, is there language in there, you know,
Yes.
that they top dress everything and they, you know what I'm saying?
They'll come in and take pictures of everything, and when they leave.
Okay, I just wanna make sure.
It has to,
Okay.
it has to be the way it was. And he said the same thing, if they came in, the asphalt, tore the asphalt up, they're gonna have to fix it.
Okay, I'm good.
So, I mean.
You made it? Did you make it? Did I
Yeah,
say
oh,
it?
sorry, yeah.
Kenny made the motion, we need a second.
I second.
Second by Tonder. All those in favor, aye? Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Okay, next thing is, I think, Kenny, do you still have Mad Dog demo do everything? Here's Mad Dog, here's, Smash 'em Up, you know, we can help you out. You might wanna open one up.
Contra, while he's doing that, I didn't email it right to the junk mail, I pulled it back here.
Okay, so you have it then, okay, so you guys send a check to her and then she'll
Okay.
make contact then with us.
Chelsea, I'm gonna forward this vacation voice over to you. It was in the junk mail.
So we have 3 contracts, one is Derby Dogs, and Derby Dogs is saying a flat rate of $8,000 to put on the demo derby. You know, we have to supply a lot, on here, it says, you know, firefighters, we have to give them 15 employee passes, adequate PA system, at least 2, we have to supply vehicles to pull the demo derbies out, you know, the vehicles out. Mad Dog sent one in, he said the number of cars is limited to 120, you know, which that's a lot of cars if you have that. His bid is 4,500, huh?
Who's that from?
Mad Dog? Yeah, you got it there? Is that Mad Dog? Yeah. You can, it should be, hopefully it's that one.
Oh, okay.
Hey, he sent that to me too.
You said 4,500?
Yeah, 4,500.
Does Mad Dog, what order does Mad Dog supply?
Mad Dog does everything.
Okay.
We don't do anything. He sets it up, he supplies everything. And then, yeah, and then we got.
That's with our equipment, right, Dean?
Yes, yes, yes.
So he doesn't do all that sort of stuff.
Well, yeah, we're not having to spend all the time, we have to clean it all up, so, you know, do it back, you're right. And then, smashing is 8,000, now, if they come in and use our equipment and do this, these two here, Derby Dog and Smashing, so that 2,000 to this, if they come in and set it up. He said that's, so it'd be 10,000 for this one if they did it, and 10,000 for that one if they set it up. Yeah. And they get to keep pit passes and entry fee. Their entry fee on Smashers, $50, pit passes 20.
Can they guarantee any amount of cars?
These ones?
Yeah. The payout's what kills.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't, if you know, if you come in half price and don't pay out.
Right.
You know, you're.
We don't have any cars here and the show only lasts an hour and a half.
You can't have an hour and a half derby. That's the
Mad
thing.
Dog lasted an hour and 15 minutes last year.
Yeah, and that should be a 4 or 5 hour event.
Well, I can tell you this, when we had Derby Dog before, they was in violation of their contract because they didn't pay out what they said in here they was gonna pay out.
Well, we got to fix that.
And their thing is if it gets canceled, we have to pay them $2,500, just, you know, if it's canceled. This here, Derby Dog. So,
But you're gonna have twice the show as somebody else, I mean. So you're gonna pay out, there's more cars.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I had some buddies that won this, and they spent more on fuel in their derby cars than they did dirt. You know.
Has anyone been to another one of those promoters events, like these other derbies?
I've been to Smash 'em Up, but, you know, Smash 'em Up does Fairfields, and it's a 2-day event.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're not gonna have a 2-day event, and we're, you know, I'm not sure that we wanna
put on a
pay.
good show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, so.
What day is Fairfield?
Bring them on.
Mon, huh?
Is it on a weekend or?
Fairfields is Friday and Saturday. Yeah, where on ours is on Monday, you're right.
People that run in there. Dean, I'm sorry, what?
Sure, it used to be like that here.
Why can't, I mean, for $2,000, what do we need to set up really for them? I know the
Well,
barriers.
He has to put all the barriers.
Well, I know, but we usually do that.
No, we're not with Mad Dog, we don't.
Well, we're going to this year for $2,000. Tell them,
No,
we'll set
Mad
it
Dog,
up.
Mad Dog, oh, you mean?
You
no.
said he was gonna charge us $10,000.
No, Mad Dog is
Mad Dog's
45.
Not him, not him.
Oh.
I'm talking about these last guys. You
Oh,
said the other two were gonna charge
yes, they're 8,000.
us. You said it was gonna be $2,000 for them.
More.
What?
More.
Right, so
Yeah.
$10,000.
Yeah.
I'm saying tell them they can do it for 8, we'll set it up. I mean, we do it anyway,
Right.
Yeah.
right? So tell them, yeah, I make a motion, we try that Smash, guys, for $8,000,
Okay.
we'll set it up
Alright.
to save $2,000.
Well, just for instance,
Is there a light show included?
well, the thing is, the last couple of years, we've lost money on gates during the
Oh,
Derby.
Okay, we got a motion to do it, smash them.
Yeah, motion on the
So I was
second.
just speaking, you know, I mean.
No,
Yeah.
you're saying to try to get something different, a little more fast, or
So if we're spending more, are we gonna move the Derby to somewhere else where we can
A different
bring more
night?
people in?
I feel like moving the Derby to bring in more people makes sense if we are able to do it.
it is a tough night. Yeah, it's
I don't know
of the
what
week,
we're gonna
per
do.
se.
Saturday nights for truck
Yeah.
I mean, for twice the cost, you should recoup your money in
Oh, I
some way.
know. You need all this stuff done.
What do they do on
Demo derby, rock truck, and all that done before.
But the half the price we
Can
lost,
can we get
we lost a
motocross
bunch
on
on
Monday?
gates. Yes.
Motocross.
Just look at the dollars.
Yeah.
Motocross
Yeah.
Monday?
Oh,
I know, move it to Monday possibly, have
It is,
demo.
how did this? Oh,
No, motocross Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
I mean, right now, these here things was looking at our date before, you
Monday.
know, Monday.
For this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
You've got a motion, you can decide when you wanna do it anytime, correct?
Well, no, you actually,
chose
they
Monday.
checked that date. I started to check
Oh,
that
I'm
date.
sorry, yeah.
All of them have checked that date to make sure. it's-
Well, that's because they know that's when we normally.
Right.
Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday ain't gonna make no difference, I don't think.
So, I
During the
mean,
week.
you got
Depends
the
on how many guys they
motion.
bring in.
You got the motion on the table and seconded for your smash, what's it called?
Smash it.
Yeah.
Smash it.
Do
So-
any of them have any Facebook pages? Do they do advertising for us, concluding
No,
with
we
their
don't have
price?
to do that.
They don't have their own page or anything to show, hey, we're gonna get Perry County Fair?
The one we had before, Mad Dog does, what is the other one that we had here did too?
That was Derby Dogs.
Derby Dogs does that, they have, they advertise every day on the website. So, I don't know about this other guy.
Yeah, smash them up.
Yeah.
So you have this motion on the floor, so, I mean, we can vote on this, and then I can call them and make sure they're still available for ours, because this is February.
All those in favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
You might wanna have a backup, just in case these are no already booked up, so.
Okay, so backup will be Mad
Which one? Well, you got.
Well, I'd go back to Mad Dog.
I
Take a shot, if they can't do it then,
Mad Dog.
go back
So
to
I'm just gonna
cost
put
effective.
one,
That don't bring anybody in, so it's a problem.
number two. Okay. All right. That way I
The
will
numbers down last.
contact them and make sure that they're still there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
This one came
You can't have an hour and a half derby.
Everybody's mad. Yeah. If you ain't driven one for at least 3 hours, somebody's unhappy.
Yeah.
This is the photography, this is K&K.
Granville will take care of it.
And other than, she still did the same as last year where she went out and took some pictures out and the thing, and that was,
I motioned it.
$250 more, so.
Granville always takes care of it.
Right, so I make a motion that we go with K&K. Oh, okay.
You can
Well, they were all
second
second, somebody beat me to that too.
Got a motion and a second for K&K photography.
Are we gonna have a sponsor for her again?
Granville, I talked to him today.
I'm just gonna make a copy so we can remember it home.
Okay, we'll leave those here. So we remember that.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Skip me.
So my last one is fast tracks for the motorcycle race on 229 or whatever. Did you read? Oh. So anyway, their contract, I'm not sure, it might have went up a little bit, it's $4,000 this year for July 21st, 2026. So, no, yes, it's too bad.
Tuesday.
Sorry, you're right. So I make a motion that we go with, you know, fast tracks.
Motion made by Dean, seconded by Robin.
Fast track. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Was it?
I think that was it.
One more.
Uh,
You have one more thing,
what was
the
it?
phone meeting.
Oh, yeah, fall meeting, sorry. And as of, when I called Kelly, I still have a few more, sorry. I called Kelly to ask her about the last date in October, because our fall meeting is always the last Sunday of October. The president said if we can't have it in October, the district president, he's gonna ask and see if we can have it in November. But it's always usually that last Sunday, so when I talked to Kelly, the people that booked it for that wedding has not ever signed a contract or come in and paid a deposit.
They
So-
don't get Sunday anyway.
I know, but the thing is.
We have to still
Yeah.
set up and.
Right,
They could-
we can leave our
Terry Allen
tables
said.
there, or the tables set up for us to have
If they
it.
haven't signed a contract, it's not theirs.
I know.
mean,
Well, I think that's happening with a lot of our rentals right now, they haven't come in and officially signed a contract.
So if that's a district meeting, it's.
Yeah, they're just on October 30th, so, yeah.
Hates the best
And it's
sale
like
of money though.
2:30. Yeah, but it's a Sunday, so if they had their wedding Saturday, I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be out there. by
Yeah.
noon.
Yeah.
we wouldn't have it till 2:30.
Right, yeah.
So then we need to then,
What time is the meeting on Sunday?
2:30.
30,
2:30.
yeah.
We need to kind of maybe, I mean, we got plenty of time for about catering the food and
We
everything.
just need to get the date set, yeah.
Yes, the 30th, so 2026 and then we go. So, there was a guy wanting to come tonight. They're doing a Cody Neese Foundation and they do the UTVs and they come here every year. We don't make no money off of them. Well, this year they want to rent the Coliseum on April 11th, 2025. And he said he will come to the next meeting to let us know what he's doing.
2025?
I mean, 2026, sorry. But, yeah, on that date, and, you know, and they'll rent the Coliseum. So, yeah, we come over and have them rides all the time, you know, you guys don't get nothing, so maybe, you know,
Yeah, just meet in the parking lot.
yeah. But he said they'd like to rent the Coliseum, so he told me to put him down for April 11th, you know, 2026. There's nothing on the calendar.
There's nothing on that. Well, she adds to it like every day, you know.
Yeah.
There's one there on her desk, that, you know, we can
Yeah.
look at, make sure.
Yeah, so,
Put a question mark on that, we'll find out for sure tomorrow.
knock out, yeah.
Circus there,
I already had it. Circus is down, the 9th, and
okay.
they're in and out, so usually that's what, you know. So, I know Livy had messaged on Messenger, and I messaged her back and told her, yeah, she was on for this date, because Erica has it set up that somebody sends a message in on Messenger, it gives an automatic response back.
Oh.
I didn't know it, and she responded back, said, you know, hey, and I was like, okay, well, I responded back to her and said, call Reggie. So, but at any rate, I did respond back to Olivia and tell her, hey, yeah, you're on.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna do next, I got the contract.
All right.
You're done, Dee?
Wait a minute, let me put this over now.
Yeah, you're done.
Because I have some for 2027, but that's done, you know. Kayla asked about the 18th and the 20th. I think the 18th is going to be in the Steer Barn, June 18th. If Jason knows anything about it, it's when they do the sheep show and claim, and they was wanting the 20th or something, but I think that's already booked, didn't it, that you and you already had somebody ask too.
Pretty sure that, I think it's double.
Yeah.
Like a double.
Well, June 20th, we're also doing the tattoo around
Yeah.
it.
We had a backup date for that. It was the 20th or the 27th, right? So
I don't know, I wouldn't.
I was. I'm saying,
So
did
you
she tell
said
you that there was a backup?
27th,
Did she
then?
give you both dates?
No, she would give me the 20th.
20th or the 27th?
Okay,
Tuesday the 20th out.
yeah. So,
And that's June, right?
yeah, 27th would be available probably. We'll check them now.
And then May 16th?
May 16th right now, well, that can't, Coleman, are you wanting the multi-purpose building or the Coliseum?
Coliseum. That's
Okay.
what we booked, or whatever.
So, for the 16th of May, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
graduations.
Graduation.
Yeah, okay. Yep, so the 16th is
Out.
out.
Right.
So we had somebody at Navy Noman or something send in an email about booking a Saturday. I don't know who this is, but it was August of 2028. Anybody know who that is? Yeah, so.
Sign that contract.
Get his
deposit. Sign that contract.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So, yeah, that's it, that's all I have.
Alright, I do have Libby's contract here for the Hog Show, the last week in April. Same as last year, $7,000 rental fee, $2,500 deposit at signing, 45 days ahead of time. Rent agreement begins 8 a.m. prior to event, ends Tuesday 8 p.m. following the closing of the event. Additional days would be $250 a day. It's for the Coliseum, Steer Barn, Rabbit Barn, Midway, Campground, and main parking area.
This is one.
Perry County Fair maintenance personnel, Scott Ferguson, for all cleaning, disinfecting, labor hours in excess of 30 hours following the close of the event would be an additional $45 an hour.
Per guy.
For Scott. Any use of equipment, tractor, staging pins, one golf cart will be charged $150 an hour, subject to, we provide show, oh no, I'm sorry, they provide show proof. Event general liability like they have done in the past, $1 million, $2 million. They supply volunteers, supply workers, tear downs. She takes care of all tear down like normal. In the past, part of us have come in and put the show ring up for them.
What Brian was talking about $45 an hour.
Brian was 45.
Yes.
Is any other questions? So we need a motion to accept the contract in second. Motion by Coleman, second by Larry. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Jess, you're up next.
Yep, Chelsea provided me with some of the costs for the advertisement. I guess I was under the impression that I'd also get the ads for the fair book as well. Can we combine that, you and I maybe? I don't know if you need a motion for that, because you're in charge of ads and trophies. But I think we could do like a wrapped-in deal where people are putting ads in the fair book and also purchasing stuff for like ribbons, because there's a lot of local businesses that haven't been involved in the past that would like a package deal where they'd like to sponsor like, you know, Grand Champion and also put an ad in the fair book. Is that a possibility to start doing that together? Because my goal is to have enough ads for the fair book that we have no cost at all. And we're gonna kind of revamp it, but I don't know if I need to keep coming back to you to be like, hey, here's what I did.
How are you gonna package that? The only reason why I asked that is because a lot of the banner sponsors have had those banners or trophies for years, and it becomes a very heated
Well, that's fine. I mean, you
presentation.
should
So
give
I
me
mean,
your
like,
list and like be like, hey, these are the open spots, because I think that.
there aren't any.
Oh, okay.
I mean, as of right now, there aren't. There was a waiting
It was
list.
under-
I'm just saying, if you were gonna do a package, I just need to know who. If you were offering it like this price level at this Grand Champion, if you're like
I don't think
having
it'd be the
that
Grand Champion.
succeed something else, I need to know if they wouldn't be getting it, because those invoices will be going out soon too.
Okay, well, if you have any open spots or something, I just think that we could, and also people for events and stuff, I think there's a lot of people that would be willing to pay a little bit more to get a little bit more advertising around the fair, help out local. I just was under the impression that the ribbons and stuff were still costing us money. We didn't have those
We
covering
don't
costs.
have sponsors for ribbons.
Okay.
It's
so-
only for banners.
It's only for banners is what
So,
we do.
so any like lower places, we could get some, I'm just saying, like, that's another good way to regenerate money, and we're not paying out of pocket, and it also gets those local businesses more involved. So,
I like the idea, I just don't know how to make it work.
I say
I
that's
could make
it.
it work.
How would you? How would
I
you?
do contracting.
So,
How would
have you
you-
already sent out the banner contracts and done all that?
They're about to go up. Yeah.
It's already done?
No, not done. But they're about to. That's what I'm saying. If she was gonna change it, I just need to know because I
I
don't
don't
want
wanna
to
change
send.
it, I just wanna.
I don't want to
She
send them
wants to
out.
add, hey, you have this banner for $80, you wanna have the banner and a sponsorship in the fair book for $120. That's
Right.
their option, and they may say no. Is that what you're kinda getting at?
Yeah, I guess I just didn't realize that you had already got the banner.
It starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's early.
Okay.
And honestly, like that. Sorry,
That's
you
fine.
don't have to roll your eyes.
No, that's fine.
I was just explaining.
No, I think that's great, then separate that. Can I do the advertisements in the fair book then? Is that part of my thing to get people for?
Yeah, that's fine. I think Peg always did it, didn't she? As far
I
as I
just,
know.
I just want a clarification on how things are done. Sorry, Michelle, I didn't mean to offend you, but, yeah. No?
Yeah, I would think, I have no clue.
Nobody's ever-
I have
So
no
what
clue.
she did,
The
she
girl
sent
always
out
did it, it's not on
ads, she
board
sent
anymore.
out paper.
Yeah.
I know, and how many do we have? I had a couple different, answers on how many that we actually, oh,
We got a
there's
waiver
Laura.
back there.
Okay.
So they can always do something with the live streaming, because we're always looking for people on the live streaming,
Great.
so there you go.
Thank you.
Or even sponsor another backdrop that people are always asking for.
A backdrop one?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Or if they just
Yeah,
want
if
to
you
get
give
money.
people will spend money, we'll figure out.
Yeah,
what's
take
next.
the money out.
Or money.
Give him some money.
We will take their money, we will find a use for it.
So yeah, just last year there was people asking for a second backdrop like in the Coliseum somewhere so that, cause in the holding area where the backdrop is, it's really hard while the show's going on to get a picture of an animal while it's fitted. So people had mentioned, I wanna say it was like in, was it August?
Or CD.
They they actually asked for we got the horse one last year, so they run about
Give me some
$750.
ideas.
Yeah.
And the banner that we have, Erica
I won't be
had
there.
gotten that one in 22 when we first kicked this off, and that company
I'll see what
paid
he
to
says.
have their logo put on it.
And I basically only gave them like a 3 to 5 year time.
Yeah, yeah. Which honestly, we
4,
talked about
5,
that
6
with
police.
What people were asking for that was
Last
just a
month.
secondary
He
place
said
for
he
the
would like
backdrop.
to sit down with you.
So that's always an option to change it.
And then for the advertisements
Yes.
for the fair book, I didn't know if I
I
could
said-
start a separate email just so I have all their pictures
said
that they want in
Big money sponsor.
the fair book.
And a lot of records.
You can have access to it, I just think it would make it more
I don't
organized and
care.
more.
Whatever makes it
That's
easy.
as far as I go.
That's what.
Yeah, we're kinda lost.
I mean,
Heck,
Peg
yeah.
had everything come to her, so.
So if you're just giving me free reign, then have at it, right?
Yep.
Yes, okay.
You know as much as we do.
Yes.
Do you know how many fair books there were? Because there's a couple different answers.
There was 1,200.
Just 1,200, are you sure?
That
Well,
was,
actually, you should know that.
We only need 2.
Tribune, no,
Well-
wait a minute, the Tribune, how much
No.
do we pay the Tribune for the number of books?
Oh, I gave her the price, she's got all that. Yeah, I gave her how much we spent, but I don't know actually.
How many books we got?
I think it went off the amount we spent.
No, did you look at the report?
the last 3 years,
2007.
last 3 years was a minimum of $1,200.
Yeah, I think
That was a minimum
wait,
trip.
you're right, I do remember Peg saying it was a minimum.
Yes.
I knew it was minimum, I don't know what.
It was
Yeah.
1,200.
I do remember that, Peg talked about a minimum.
Wow, I didn't realize this would be so crazy. I was trying to get something that's crazy. My goal is to have 0 expense. There will be a QR code, but also a hard copy for those who love memorabilia. So.
That book came in handy, Larry.
Oh, we need those hard
I
copies.
keep at least 2 books every year.
They came in handy.
If it makes you feel better, I carry one around and I put sticky notes in it from you.
Oh, I do too.
I got the same thing.
Hey, Larry saved us.
Yeah.
That's it, I'm done. We're done.
Coleman
You
McCoy.
can check with the printer, it might went up or down.
Okay, wait, Robin.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I might have Michelle jump in on this too, because I wasn't at the meeting, but, oh, I can't even find it now. Who was it, Michelle?
Judge Lewin Cooper, right here.
Is wanting to do an inclusive livestock show, were they wanting it during the fair? Is
Well,
what-
there's been a lot of debate. So Judge Land has very great intentions of us possibly forming a livestock show for those with special needs, disabilities, both physical and mental health issues, and having it be a part of the fair. However, we're still in discussion as to how we're going to conquer that and really obtain inclusiveness. Because I said, technically, you know, we, as 4-H, her initial goal was to connect those with special needs with 4-H. And I said, well, we already have a winning plan. So if no one knows what the winning plan is in 4-H, it's the equivalent of an IEP in school. So if someone has an IEP, you know, it's the equivalent of that. And I have to explain that you guys have always done accommodations. So, you know, I gave Coy Sprankle as an example. He showed his pig in a wheelchair. We have several people who, without naming names for privacy issues, they have special needs, but people don't know it. You may question why someone's getting that accommodation, but we make accommodations. Unfortunately, as you guys saw at conference, the craze is everybody wants to jump on the special needs train. Let's have a special needs livestock show. That immediately makes my blood boil because that's not inclusiveness. So we're working really hard to find a way to bridge her goal and make it be something that actually lifts those with special needs up and not segregates them. But she was asking, and I said I would ask, if there was room in the schedule to put another show. I also stressed the schedule is very tight, and I know that. Arena time is very tight, and that I don't really know how long the show would go, but I would say you would probably be looking at least a few hours, and I'm not really sure where that would go. Right now, her idea is to exhibit goats, lambs, possibly hogs. She mentioned dairy feeders. I told her I really didn't think that was a great idea. And chickens and rabbits possibly. So we were thinking species, but again, we're still in early stages trying to blend and merge all ideas and goals together. But I at least said I would ask if there was a time on the schedule because I wasn't really sure that was even an option. So
I think if we could make it fit, we're gonna do it.
Well, we need to know something. Are they judging the kid or the animal? I guess, is she more about the kid just being involved and getting out there? Or?
Yeah. And so it starts at, and I'll give you my personal opinion. My personal opinion is if you're really truly being inclusive, then you don't put a neon sign on them and say, look, I have a disability, come look and watch me, and everybody feels better. That's not inclusiveness. And the shows, there would be an application process where the person is, I have a disability, Mike agrees to be a mentor. I'm going to be a participant, Mike's going to be a mentor. We put in an application that he agrees to mentor me, and we get matched up. He brings his goat, I come show up, and we exhibit that animal together in front of a hosted show. Now, as far as the evaluation process,
I guess here's where I'm at with that though. If we're going to do multiple species, then you're looking at judges, you're looking at having different pen setups. So what if we have...
Well, the pen setup technically wouldn't need to be, like, it would be his animal that he would already be exhibiting here. So you're not having any additional pen setup in that sense. Is that what
Reminds
you're
you of the
saying?
Pee Wee show?
Like let's say you're having...
Say that again?
It reminds you of the Pee Wee show?
Yeah.
So I guess like what I'm saying though is if you're having like hogs and goats and let's say you put dairy feeders in there, like the pin setup.
Yeah. Arena setup, yes.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant, I'm sorry. I feel like that may be an issue, so is there a way to do this, like he said, like more like a Pee Wee showmanship, and there's one for each species, and then those kids could, if they wanted to, they could do sheep day and lamb day and hog day.
Could you do more like a King of the Ring style with that type of show? Like where each child gets to learn about the animal? I mean, because I'm thinking of different needs with like sensory issues and stuff like that.
Yeah. You're on my page, yes.
So like the King of the Ring is like, you know, they get to know where they're going, there's direction, there's somebody that is qualified and experienced, and they can set up the animal, you can walk the pig out, you can set up the goat, and it's just a little bit more controlled than somebody that's not familiar with
how to address
and then
something like
it's
that.
also a hands-on like STEM learning experience as well. So I don't know.
That's
if that would
more
be
where I would like to go with it. I'm not
Like the
sure that's, yeah.
One and two
But anyways,
agents, I
the
think
ask
that's a great
was,
idea.
You could do, like,
was there
two
room in the
sessions
schedule
for ages and stuff.
to
Could you
accommodate?
accommodate that with the junior livestock judging stuff?
Here's,
I mean, you're
I have
allowed-
lots,
I don't
I have
know,
lots of
just a
concerns.
question.
I'm more on this side of, we have to meet, you have to meet someone where their needs are in order to provide the accommodation.
I got you.
And two, I'll say this, and I'm probably being recorded, I don't want a side ring circus show. That's not giving a respectful approach to someone who has a disability. I'm sorry, I worked at the Board of DD for 10 years, and that is against everything that we are making a mission. I know there's good intentions from everyone who wants, but I will say we have to find a fine balance. So I do like the idea of having something to introduce them. Is it necessarily a complete different show? I don't know. Is it adding a class before or after? Possibly, I don't know. And we also discussed maybe for the sensory side of it, what if it was the Friday night before fair, or where animals would already be coming down. Mike's already bringing his pig down. That pig comes early. They have the arena. It's already set up. Is that something that would work better, and then we're not conflicting with the schedule and having that? I don't know.
Michelle, is there a way to find out? I mean, we could be talking about 4 kids, and that changes
And that's
everything.
the other concern, is
You know, I
that
mean,
if
it
you
could-
have 40 kids who
If
want to be a
there's 40
participant,
kids,
you
it's
only
one
have
thing.
4
If there's 3 of them, it's a whole nother subject.
Yeah, and
You
that's
know?
and that was where we were at too. Is if you have 40 participants, but you only have 3 mentors, that's not going to work either.
So, I mean, I think that the
And it's
number of people we're talking about is as important as anything, especially when we're talking about all species, Because like I said, could only be 8 people, and that's probably easy to
Well,
accommodate.
how do they qualify for this class? Because since there's already accommodations in place for children with disabilities, like what are the qualifications for this?
I don't have a solid answer for that. I just know that it was to meet someone who is. I don't know if they
Are they
necessarily have to
already
be
in 4-H?
served.
Are they already doing stuff?
No.
Or these kids that are so,
These are people at the community at large. We did agree that it would not include adults, so, because they said, I don't have that opportunity, so it's not the same. Yeah, I just need to know if there's room on the schedule to do
No,
it, I
there's
was just
not.
asking
Just
I
that.
don't know where it would be, but I'm sure we can figure something out.
Or, like I said, it's just a couple, we can do it Sunday night.
Yeah.
Do we have any discussion for that yet?
And like I said, it's.
That's actually a really good idea.
What'd you say?
Figure that out.
I still didn't know.
Luann Cooper,
If
I
we
would-
did something like what Jess said, and we used, like, let's just say, we did that Sunday before the fair, and then we use that for those kids in the community at large to say, okay, here's your options of livestock, let's get you in there, what do you like?
Somebody
You know, what-
donates the livestock.
What can we,
Yeah.
what accommodations do you need so that we can make you a winning plan so you can show this next year? And then they'll be in the ring.
I think there's a 4-H project as well, like a Helping Hands one that where kids volunteer, but like the mentor program as well, so.
but then
So
again,
instead
should
of
that be
having a whole
limited
separate show, use
to?
it more as like a gauge to get them into it for the
I
next
feel
year.
like that goes back to, should that only be limited to kids with disabilities though? I feel like there are, I mean, in the program that you were talking about earlier, the mentorship thing, I mean, I feel like that's something that a lot of kids would probably benefit from, so should it only be disabled kids that have access to that?
I feel like taking the discussion tonight back to the group that initially brought it up is probably gonna be the best option.
Good answer.
When are they meeting again, Michelle?
We have a
It's during the
meeting
day,
next
isn't
week. We're bringing in a couple more representatives from Board of DD and a couple other things, so we'll see.
If they can do Zoom and I can jump in on Zoom at work, I'll try and do it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do. I'll make sure that's available for you. Yeah. So I will take back the feedback.
All right, now let's try Coleman.
Okay, I'll try real quick. So the games, I wanted to have a couple options, and I talked to several different people or whatever, but as far as the staffing, obviously the best case scenario is we come up with just volunteers, that would save us a lot of money. We don't really have the funds, I don't think, to pay out groups this year.
Clayton
And
wants to help you on that here in a little bit.
Oh, he's gonna talk on it, or? Oh, okay, cause I was, okay, well then I'll skip that one then. So the recommendation and policy updates, as you go through the camping around our fairgrounds during the fair week, there are several empty spots. I mean, 20, maybe 30 total. Now, if Clayton has that spot, he pays for it, and he's not gonna be at the Perry County Fair, I'm not opposed to Clayton keeping that spot, because he paid for it. What I am opposed for is the 30 families or 100 families on that list that can't camp at the Perry County Fair because Clayton's has that spot. He knows he's not gonna be there, because he's empty every year. He can keep the spot, but I think Clayton needs to notify the board at least a month ahead of time, so we can call the other people and families on that list and say, hey, Clayton's not gonna be at that spot, it's still gonna be his, but you have the option to buy it right now or rent it for this year for $355, $400, whatever. Yes?
There is somebody, and I forget who it was, they put on their spot that if they don't want that camping spot for that year, like they still pay for it, that they say they're not going to be there with the camper when they send their contract back in, and then.
Good, that's what we want, and then we take that contract already and say, hey.
It wasn't on ours, but I'd
Well,
like
we
to
don't need a
clarify.
contract to state
Yeah.
this motion.
But-
What I'm saying is, if there's 20 empty spots and there's 20 families that are missing out,
Yeah.
that's
No,
a
I
problem,
agree. I agree.
right? So let those families have the option to rent it for that year, and we make another 8 grand on 20 families, right? So that's my motion. I would like the policy of the camping to be able to, and we can, by word of mouth, Facebook or whatever, if you're not gonna be in your spot and you don't notify the board within a certain time frame, I'm saying like a month, 2 weeks maybe or something, unless natural, right at the end, we have the option to fill that empty spot right up to the fairgrounds to someone else on the list. And if you don't notify us, or it's, you know, then you have you might lose your spot, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're gonna forfeit their spot if they don't notify us, and we can't get to a family that wants to enjoy the fair environment. So that,
I had a couple, used to camp beside us back here, they didn't even come to the fair. They come in here and rent the camper spot every year, because it was the only place to get a camper spot close to New Lake. So they bought passes and everything, to get in and out, and pay their camper spot. I know at least 5 years they did that.
Yeah, we can put it in there.
So just to clarify, so I know I have it down, your motion is stating that if somebody pays for their spot, it holds their spot.
hold their spot.
They must notify us 2 weeks prior to the fair that they will not be there so that we can offer it to somebody else for
Correct.
just the one time. If they do
Yes.
not notify us and they don't show up,
They
then the
lose that
following year
spot.
they lose their spot. Is that
Correct,
correct?
that's my motion.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Well, I'm just gonna add to that, because there are some people that I know have spots, that something happened to their camper like 2 days before, so I think you need to have
I mean, we know the camper spots that are empty every year, I mean,
yeah, just with
at
something.
board's discretion,
like-
you know, you
board's
put something in there at
discretion,
board
yeah.
discretion, where, you know,
Committee, do you wanna say board or committee? The
Committee.
Camper committee.
camper committee?
Or you can notify us if something's.
So, that being said, we're mailing contracts, so.
this doesn't have to be on the contract, it's gonna be a policy we're gonna post on the website, stuff saying this is effective immediately this year.
Get the information back here, the passes.
Do what now?
Well, and we don't know what we know.
You can do it in a separate mailer, I suppose.
Right.
Well, I'm saying you would call, if so-and-so, you could start calling and be like, hey, you need to come to the office, pick up your pack, if you want to carry.
Eric can post it.
I mean, I put on the website when the camper goes out there, when the camper contracts go out, when there's that, I can add that to it.
Yeah.
So we got a motion for Coleman's addition to the camper contract.
Second.
Larry second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Okay, last one is another money, topic. So we had a line of credit to build the building, which is great. Everyone knows that line of credits are awesome. You can use capital when you need it, when you don't need it. It's there if you do. The good thing about line of credits, as you all know, if you pay it down to nothing, you owe no interest on that money. Well, the board is sitting on like 300,000 in cash, right? And our operating is like, you know, I'm saying between the gun bash and I would like the board to consider opening a line of credit with People's State Bank or whoever on some collateral and paying down our interest, because even if we took, let's say 200 grand and paid it down right now, yeah, it's gonna look like we have no money, but we've got a ready reserve in the bank, a line of credit says 400K there. You can transfer money over, but it, you know, 200K sitting for 6 months from now till the fair. You do the math, 6% a year on 100,000, that's 12 grand a year. That'd save us 6 grand just on 200. You know what I'm saying? Just an interest on. I think it'd be wise, and then we could utilize it in the future just to kind of liquidate some capital or have liquidity if we needed it. But so I guess I don't have a motion for that. I guess I'm asking for permission or whoever, whatever, and I'll go with whoever wants to do it. But I would like to approach a bank about that option and then see what they would say and what kind of collateral they would need or whatever. And then again, like I said, it's a way for us just to quit sitting on a bunch of cash that it earns negative equity right now, put it to work on our principal of the building, and then we draw money out of that line of credit when we need it, pay it back. So that's my motion. Can I go to the board? I'm asking you, can I go to a bank and ask, see what they're, at least bring back some information about it? Yeah, no, or.
I'd say it probably ought to fall under finance committee.
Okay. Okay, so I won't go there, or you want me to bring something to the committee or something, or?
Yeah.
Okay. And the last thing, I guess, since we're talking about, we have 1,000 accounts. Several of these accounts are kind of dormant, like the goat barn that's never going to be utilized, and the horse barn. So there's about 5 grand that's just kind of sitting there. Just I would make a motion to let we put those funds towards the principal of that building. You know, just to get like what they're doing in those accounts.
Well, one of the problems with it is people get donated to that.
Well, I know.
And people donated to the horse barn. So what we've been doing in the past is when they've needed upgrades, we used that money to do the upgrades. So it was just trying to be fair.
The goat money bought the new goat pens.
Yeah.
Right, I know that because we asked about. So
Yeah, there's supposed to be another pile of cash setting for the goat stuff. If you're wanting to get rid of that, I'm all game with just buying another set of pens with it. Buy as many pens as we can get for that amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, it says, I think there's like 20, what is it?
2,300 and something for the goats.
Yeah, I'm fine. If you guys want to go and buy 6 pens or 3 pens or however many it takes, and you want to get rid of that money or get out of that account or whatever, if you guys just want to buy new pens, I'm game for that. Because we can use them.
When we rent pens, well, do we rent pens, or do we just give them away for whoever wants to use them whenever they want to use them?
Rent them. Well, unless it's another county fair that we switch back and forth with.
So we have contracts for that, or no contracts for that?
Oh, when Fairfield takes our stuff or vice versa?
No, individuals.
It was supposed to be one set last year, but it wasn't set. It's in the minutes from 2025. It was supposed to be a ground painted there and set the contract. It's in the minutes.
We're getting money from somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes in as a donation, but yeah, I guess we should do that.
Yeah, because that money can go towards buying more pens. No.
Coleman, Jen?
Maybe I'll get that. Yeah, sorry.
Ashley?
Conflicts of interest for the social media agreements, just Jess and I need to sign this because we haven't yet. And the last ones that were signed were done right before elections. So I'm just going to move them to directly after elections. That way everyone's signing them at the same time. And then some of the verbiage was updated. None of the content was changed, just the verbiage was updated to reflect the Sunshine Law and a couple things in Red Book. And I have those here and we can do it after the meeting if that's
So
fine.
everybody else need to re-sign it since the verbiage has changed?
I mean, we can have everyone re-sign it, or we can just do it like as it rolls over. I'm fine with whatever the board wants to do. Sorry, I'm trying to write and talk at the same time.
I mean, if it changed, I would suggest everybody re-sign it, but I mean, that's not my decision.
I would agree.
Sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys, I'm making notes. Apologize. Okay, so I'll
Our
just,
next meeting's 3 weeks, we wanna have them ready in 3 weeks.
yeah, I'll have them ready before the next meeting then.
I'll still be here.
It's not gonna be here.
Except we'll probably still be.
They're not having fun.
The sunshine law is supposed to be, there's like education on sunshine law, and it's supposed to be done by at least one person on the board yearly. And I just wanted to propose that maybe we ask that everyone does that whenever they're appointed to the board, and then officers do it yearly, which is way above and beyond what is actually required, but I feel like there's a lot of benefit to us having frequent refreshers.
They're pretty easy too. I already started mine.
So
Did you say it was online or something?
Yeah, it's an online module.
It's like 27 minutes each module, 3 hours total.
So that I make a motion that we adopt that policy.
I second. For you second. I love this for us. All the way.
All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
And then just some policy revisions, that I actually don't have with me right now, because I realized that the policy revisions that I was going to ask for, are going to have to go to the full body for a vote, not the board, because they're more like a bylaws issue, not a policy issue, so I'm going to push that back.
All right, so we'll go around the table.
Forgot Clayton.
That's what I was just getting ready to say, I'll go around the table for
He
a
was
minute.
finishing the agenda.
Jess, any new business?
No.
Larry?
Yes. Went to the convention. I spoke to a group up there called Cincinnati Circus. Now, they've got all kinds of stuff that they can do at the fair.
Are these Stills girls?
No. They've got a bunch of stuff. They got one of them big double wheels that they run in and flip it up and side down, all that stuff. We don't have no place to put something like that. But they have a program that I would like to do for the seniors on Senior Day. They have a guy that comes in, now I don't know whether he's gonna come in on his stilts, but he stands about 14 foot tall. And he makes balloon animals and balloon things, balloon flower band stuff. He goes to nursing homes and does this. And he said the old people just love it when he comes in there. They do a 3 hour, well, they'll come in at noon to 2, and it's $425. And that pays for your balloons and all that other stuff. They don't have a lot of entertainment for the seniors. Once they go in there and get their little cutie meal that they get, I don't know why they even come to get that meal, then they're done. So I just thought maybe we could do something for them, because we don't do anything else. I mean, well, I guess we let them in free, but I'd like to make a motion to do that.
I second that.
I second that too.
Me and Chuck will second that.
No, I looked, after looking at the paper, and maybe a little bit more than that, because they give me a 20% discount if I call them back before January the 30th, but we had to postpone our meeting. So I'm gonna call them and see if that still stands, or go any further. But they still got their fancy big circles, and I don't know what all they do.
So we've got Larry's motion and seconded for entertainment for senior day, correct? Yep. All those in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign.
Shouldn't we say not to exceed some number since he hadn't talked to him?
$1,000.
Well, I'll bring it back for sure when I get it.
Okay.
I won't go ahead with it.
Motion passes. Clayton?
I wanna take back the gates and wanna try to get volunteers for all the gates this coming year. So I'm kinda making a motion to take care of the gates and run them, and we talked to Pam and Bush going on possible taking care of the money. They're gonna let us know, but I figure with some other help, and Ryan, he's talking to some school people, and so is Coleman if we need backup. But we're just gonna try to save as much money this year as we can.
Just one suggestion. They used to use English Classic writers. And we lost a lot of money the day they worked, but they just let them get free.
No, we're looking for volunteers, just volunteers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They volunteered to work the gate.
We'll have tickets to start them and stuff, and some stuff.
What about if we,
I know
can we get a
it's around.
proposal to get that, exactly what you're gonna be able to get a hold of? You mean, do some type of proposal that you have enough people to do the
Yeah,
game?
you wanna come back to us next month?
Yeah, say that you have the people and all
Well,
that
you
good
wanna,
stuff.
we're only 3 weeks away from the next meeting, you think?
Yeah, you need to be done now. We have to put up with it.
I should have the bid in.
I know, yes, I know they don't.
It's gonna take 104 people. So, I mean, I figured out how many people it's gonna take, or like breakfast.
Yeah, just have a proposal, laid out for the next meeting. Connor?
At the convention, I talked to the guy from Granite Steel for the aluminum bleachers. We haven't set a date yet for him to come down and measure and see what that quote's going to be, so that's the first thing. Second, I don't know if this is judges. I would like to have 2 chicken judges this year for our event, just because we have so many chickens, and I've got a bunch of names, so I'm gonna give it to Jessica, but she's not here tonight, which I forgot she would be. So I'd like to have 2 judges for the chickens this year instead of just the one. Because we do have chickens that are, we have a lot there. And then the other thing is, and this is in the planning stage too, but I'd like to make sure it's okay if we do this. This is our 250th year. And I would like to do some things out there by the log cabin and the white little building of different things that have occurred over our course of history here. That's a possibility.
So, say yes.
But I'm working on it, so it's okay to keep working on it. That's it.
Brian? Nope. Brian?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can wait 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm good.
Robin? Kenny?
Yeah, I got a phone call from, who's it from? Jessica Dotson wants to use the either multi-purpose or the other building. And she's going to do distracted driving, which she has a grant for all the high school juniors and seniors. 1-day event. She needs it for 1 day. And she wanted to know if we would donate it for the schools to have the event. It's either, she said April 6th or the 10th. Well, I talked to Scott, the circus is here the 9th, and they won't be cleaned up until they do it the 10th, so they'd have to do it. Or they could, that would be in the Coliseum, or they could do it in the new building. I don't think there's anything. It's a 1-day deal.
Wouldn't we have to follow the same policy we do for all, I'm just asking.
That's why it's brought to the board. She told me to ask.
I think it's a great idea.
You said they had a grant too, right?
Not to pay for the rental, to pay for the They need to donate the building, they said.
They're going to be driving into this?
No, no, no.
I think
First they're gonna get drunk, then they're gonna get.
April the 6th or the 10th. That's a Monday or a Friday.
Right now, April the sixth has DMT in on go.
That's just wrote in there. That's not definite. I told her to jot it in there. So I just brought it up. You people discuss it. If you want to give it to them, or that, or tell them the price. I don't care. If it's a half rental, whatever.
I'd like to get to them, but then it's like at the end of the day, you let the cow, I mean, not, I think it's a great call, yes, I think we should, but it's like, then what, the health department's gonna come to us, say, well, you gave it to them, they're a public entity, I don't know, you know, it's.
Well, I tell them to the commissioner, see if they'll give them money to rent the building.
There you go.
That sounds better, I mean, I don't know, I think
can't
if
do
we
it
break our
for-
policy,
school board,
it kinda is
No, I
problem.
thought the health department did this.
School board probably has some money to do
The health
that.
department gets,
They did it. I don't think they did.
we voted that all public entities get for.
Half price.
Yeah, half price.
You know the total car, offshore.
So what am I gonna tell her?
Should we table it for 3 weeks?
Yeah, we'll wait till the 12th to tell her. The paper.
Is that 3 weeks? Oh, we're only in February.
It'll be March 1st next, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gotta give the books, so she needs it. She wanted to know last week.
Oh.
Because she has to.
I didn't make a motion.
Yeah, Tanya made the motion, I second it.
I think it's like.
So we got a motion to, Tonder, what was the motion?
And have it on April the 6th.
Are we allowed donating though? I don't think we're allowed to.
We're not donating the building.
So let's,
What,
We can't do that.
what was the price of for the health department and all them?
wasn't it 750 or 500? What was it?
$750 for job training services and all
Yeah,
that.
it's half price.
So then we're 750. Are they doing the new building in the Coliseum? You said the new building, right?
Well, they wanted Friday, and they can't use the Coliseum Friday because the circus won't be going.
Okay. So the new building then for April the 6th, if that's her date, we'll keep it the same price as if we're in the Coliseum, 750.
No,
No, half price.
no.
Well, I don't think they'll
New
want to do it for
building's
half
3,200,
price.
so.
Well, they're not gonna do that. I don't
Well,
think.
they can do
I
the
would.
Coliseum for $750 on Monday.
Yeah,
I mean, I can tell them that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what,
yeah.
I think.
We'll get ourselves in trouble.
I doubt you'll have everybody down here for free grant. So, is that what we do then? Just tell her half price, either one of them, whichever one she wants. Okay, that's what I'll do. Okay, then I got a, little deal here from the convention. We talked to a guy about RC racing live. Your kids can race cars.
Yeah.
Oh, nitro cars?
Kids thing?
It's a racetrack, it's a kids race.
It's actually a 90-second race. You race for 90 seconds, and it's 6 cars, then you go back to the end line and keep doing it, whatever. And he said something about he only does 2 shows a day. I tried to get him to do 3, but he said that's hard on the cars. So I don't know. Maybe he don't have the gas. And he wants $12.50 a day, which totals $7,500, plus hotel, which puts it up to what, another $1,000 or so for a hotel. And I thought he mentioned that he would do another $100 a day if he took care of his own motel, so it'd be $600. Is that what he said, Brian? or you-
I think that's what he said.
Okay, that's one option. Then I had the fish guy, Hooked on Fishing, called me and like to come back to the fair. And he'll do it for $6,300. So that's the 2 options you have to put down there by the antique building.
Do we take one of those options, or are you saying that we take those on there last year?
No, you take one or the other. It's either 8,500 or 63.
Kids like to change it up, but I think they would have a good time with the RC cars. I would make a motion to have that guy as opposed to the fish guy again.
Okay, we have a second.
Motion for the RC guy on Kitty Land. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
Okay, now, one more thing. Kelly will not be here February the 24th and 26th, she's going on vacation. And I'm done.
No.
Jason.
No.
Chuck. No. Pat.
Yeah, I just wanna tell Ashley she did a great job on these minutes, that's all. No, really, this agenda was great, you know what I mean? Worked out wonderful, that's all. And I would like to adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Yeah, but we haven't checked with the rest of our guests.
Oh, we forgot some guests.
Is there any guests that were not on the agenda that have anything? Okay, Pat, go ahead.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.